Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you and you and you. Thanks for joining us. We are live right now. A special episode at a special time. It is 1 p.m. Eastern here. Good to have everybody joining us from all around the world. This is our Foodie Festival and Host Chat episode. Really excited about it. It smells really delicious in here right now. A lot of cooking has been going on here at the home studio all night long and all morning long and now afternoon. Good to have you here, and thanks for joining us at our earlier time today. We're doing an earlier afternoon show to, eat together, have lunch together, which is a cool idea. A lot of people have been asking about something like this for a while and said, hey, why don't we do lunch together? So we did a brunch together. I don't know if you were with us, but way back on Mother's Day weekend, we did a special Sunday Mother's Day brunch, and we did it over in the dining room, and it was really cool. We had all these brunch foods, and it was just awesome. And so many of you just really enjoyed that I said, you know what, one of these days I think I'm going to do a show where we don't have a special guest, and it'll just be a host chat, because I know you guys really like that. You like the pop-up shows, you like the host chat shows, and trying to squeeze some of those in, with doing the night show, which takes a lot of time and a lot of preparation, and also my professional work in television and radio. So I looked at the schedule, and I looked at today, and I kept today open so we can do this kind of foodie festival show. And I know you guys love food so much, and I love food too. And we got a lot of great photos to show you from some of our faithful lovities, viewers who have chimed in. Now, if you're watching for the first time, because this is an unusual time for us, well, usually on live every single day at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific with our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, which has become very popular, and I really appreciate that, with guests and viewers from literally all around the world, which has been terrific. I'm a professional television and radio host, journalist, actor, writer, producer, voiceover artist, narrator, stage MC. I do this work professionally, and just about almost 20 weeks ago, and close to 150 episodes ago, we started the Jim Masters Show Live. Very fun show, lighthearted. We do get into some really cool topics too with our guests and also with our audience, where we talk about some really important things about life and positivity, inspiration. Everybody gets increased knowledge on this show all the time with our conversations. So it's informative, it's entertaining, it's educational, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. So initially, this show was all about light, love, and levity, and it still is. But now, levity, not a cool word, levity is what it's all about, and everybody that watches is considered a levity. And I think that's really cool. And all the guests we had live from Argentina last night, the incredible Ramiro Tejada, the crooner and jazz singer, he loved it. We spoke this morning. He had a wonderful time. All the guests, and they all want to come back too, which is really awesome. So we will schedule guests to return at some point, and that's really cool. And we've got an amazing week of guests coming up. Tomorrow, Bastian Steven, who is a brilliant singer, songwriter, and musician, is going to be our special guest live on our evening show, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, here on the Jim Masters Show Live, simulcasting worldwide on YouTube at Jim Masters TV, as well as Facebook, Jim Masters TV, also Periscope and Twitch at Jim Masters TV. He's going to be live and direct from the Netherlands. Now, it'll be like 1 a.m. where he is, but he wants to come on the show. He's going to perform live and so much more. He's on tomorrow night, Tuesday, veteran Emmy-winning television news anchor, correspondent, host for television and radio, and so much more, an author. Rita Cosby is going to be here. She's got an amazing announcement to share with us, a very special, big announcement to share with us on the show. And she's also a veteran correspondent for the syndicated TV series Inside Edition. She's going to be with us as well. We've got an amazing guest, Christopher Scott, who's going to be here on Wednesday. Thursday happens to be my birthday. So that's really cool because we have the Voices of Classic Soul who are going to be here live on our birthday episode, September 24th. Really cool. And they are the remaining members of the Temptations, the Four Tops, the Platters, and the Drifters. And they are a big fan of our series here, our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series. So they and their reps contacted me and they said, hey, we want to come on the show. So they're coming on the show this Thursday, which is going to be amazing. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you're watching around the world. It's good to see everybody here. We have a lot of cool things to talk about. Again, this is a Foodie Festival, food-themed episode and host chat. We're going to do a lot of host chat. We've got some cool foods here as well, and a lot of photos and recipes that you guys have sent in. Again, those who watch the show or maybe follow me in my professional work on radio and television, I'm a very interactive, viewer-centric person. I like to feed off the energy of others and then give it back tenfold. So we're doing that today with our host chat episode. We've got a lot of good food here and over here. I'm going to show you that in just a second, some of the cool things that we have. But first, why don't we welcome our audience? Well, we could welcome the cast of characters. We usually do that on the night show, but hey, they're here too. So there's your George Burns. George Burns says hello. He's got his cigar. He's always got a cigar. He's got his really nice bow tie and his red hanky. He's here. He says hello to all of you. I know you guys love. You know what's really cool is the these incredible guests we have from Broadway and Hollywood and television and film and science, health and wellness and culinary arts and sports and inspiration and more. All these different guests and fabulous celebrity friends and more. They love these characters. I think it was Arnie Burton that loved the Genie bottle. Jimmy Genie's in there. Barbara's in there. Genie, she says hello to you. She greets you. She's in there. You just have to look close. She's there. And yeah, I know you guys, again, you love these characters. So what the heck, right? Got to put smiles on people's faces. So there's Silver, who we got on a television shoot from Europe when we were in Switzerland. And there he is. He says hello to you as well. And yeah, I know there's another one here that you guys love, and it's Jimmy. So Jimmy's there on a Sunday morning. Actually, it's Sunday afternoon here where we are. We broadcast from the greater New York City area in the United States of America. We welcome everybody from all around the world. Jimmy says hello, and we have viewers from all across the United States, Canada, Europe, Asia, which is amazing, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, Japan. We've heard from Ireland and Scotland and Italy, and it's just really absolutely beautiful. New Zealand, as I mentioned as well. And then when we had Dreama Denver on, actress, producer, and radio station owner, live and direct from her beautiful home high on top of a mountain in West Virginia. You can see that episode on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. Dreama Denver, the wife of Bob Denver, who played Gilligan on Gilligan's Island, and also Dobie Gillis. She said, I love your set, Jim, but you're missing something. I said, we're missing something? What could we be missing on this set with these cast of characters? She says, you're missing Gilligan. So she sent us the Gilligan actual doll, collectible doll, which is really cool, and she also signed it, Aloha Jim, Dreama Denver. Bob Denver. Really cool. So he's a part of our cast of characters and our set as well, and we love that. So, as mentioned, we are doing our Foodie Festival show. And let me adjust this here. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to cut my head off, right? Linda Odell, who watches all the time in St. Augustine, Florida, is probably excited. Got a different hat on today. You know, I'm a hat guy. Don't always wear hats, but a lot of times I do on... Sometimes I've worn them on television on different shoots, you know, for on location, like when we were in Greece or Germany, Netherlands, other places. If it calls for that, if we're in a location or there's a certain vibe or something where a hat works. But I love to have them on depending on, you know, the scene, the scenario, and what's happening. So we've got a cool casual one here on. I've worn this in Florida and I've worn this in Bermuda, other places. The other thing that we got to talk about too is a lot of you have been asking about going on a Loveities cruise, the Jim Masters Show Live Loveities cruise. I did 2 of those when I had shows, did a radio show for 18 years on iHeartRadio, and we had an amazing Jim Masters Show cruise with the station and with the listeners, and the cruise was to Bermuda. and everybody loved it. We actually did that twice. We also did it with another show that I hosted on another station a couple years earlier than that, and it sold, both of those sold out so quickly, and we had an amazing time. My family was on the trip, as well as so many others who are fans of my work, and they listened to those shows, watched me on TV and radio. And that was really amazing. We had such an amazing time, and memories were made in Bermuda. So we're looking at places to possibly go, and so many of you have said you want to go on a Lovity cruise. Now, of course, they're not cruising right now, and we're not sure when they're going to be doing all that. But it's something we're looking at maybe fall 2021. But we are talking about it, and I have friends who own a travel agency, and that's how we did it. We worked with travel agencies previously who approached us with the other shows and my professional work in television and radio. They approached us and said, you've got a fan base. We would love to do a travel situation with you guys. And that's what we did. And it was absolutely fantastic. And it was a phenomenal cruise, 10-day cruise, and really beautiful. And Bermuda twice. So we can think about other places to go together, but I know many of you have been mentioning that. Some of you already are signing up, and we haven't even put anything together yet. They're like, I want to go. So can you imagine a Jim Master Show Lovity cruise? How cool that would be. So keep letting us know if you'd like us to do that, and I will tell my friends who have that travel agency, who actually have approached me multiple times before we started this series about doing a cruise or some sort of a travel package together. And I thought about the other shows that I host on television and radio, but then I said, you know what? This would be fantastic for the audience that's here and all these Lovities. Let's greet some of you right now as well, and then I'll show you some of the food we have here down below. And it's over here because I didn't want to, I moved my hands a lot and I didn't want to hit anything. I did that the other night. I had that martini glass there, and I went right on the ground because I think I was expressing myself and I had it too close to me. So I was chatting with the guests and the thing flipped over, and there was, I think there was a little sambuca in there, and that gets a little sticky. It's delicious. It's like a licorice almost. Had it before, but all right, let's welcome. We have so many great guests here and new faces and so much more. Good to see everybody on a Sunday afternoon. If you like this, again, our regular time, if you're watching for the first time, we are here every night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, live with our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series. But if you guys are liking this sort of earlier Sunday, we may shift things around as we go along, maybe do something earlier on Sundays, make the Sundays earlier, and then the rest of the time we'll keep the 7 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Saturday. Phenomenal show last night. It's been an amazing week of guests and just so much fun. If you watch back any of the episodes this week, so many laughs. Daniel Kaner, singer-songwriter and musician from London. He was live from London. He was amazing. Lacey Carpenter, my phenomenal guest, the champion fiddler and multi-instrumentalist, and she was amazing. She absolutely loved being on the show, and she's telling other folks in Nashville. She was live from Nashville to come on the show because, again, we give a lot of good time, a lot of airtime, and we have a good time here on the show, and there's no clock ticking. We don't say, oh, we'll only give you 10 minutes to talk about who you are and what you are next. Now we like to have a lot of good times. So let's welcome some of our Lovities, our viewers here on the show this Sunday afternoon food festival and host chat episode with me, Jim Masters. Good to have you with us. Mary Bishop, have a great time, everyone. I know you're working and you're there on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. It's good to see you, Mary. So hopefully maybe you'll see us on the job, definitely in the archives. It's going to make you hungry. Renee in Iowa. Happy Sunday, everyone. We've got some wonderful photos from Renee and recipes, too. She's a great cook. We've got some cool stuff. Christopher Baker is here on the Jim Masters Show Live. Good to see you, Christopher. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for all the great comments about the show. I know you've been really enjoying it. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Kathleen Walker is here. Hello, Jim. Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a good weekend. And Kathleen, I just want to say I opened up that fabulous box that was waiting at the post office. I don't want to drop this, but I got your big box, and that beautiful card that you had in there. That was really, considering the events that within your family that you've had to deal with the loss in your family of your mom, to take time to send me something, knowing my birthday's this Thursday, that's beyond. That's you didn't have to do that. It just confirms what a great friend you are and a beautiful person you are, and hopefully we'll get together again when we can, and we'll get back on the Rachel Ray show like we were on together and just hang out. But this fantastic. This was in the box from Kathleen, and I want to thank her publicly on the air because I said, should I open the box now or wait till the birthday Thursday? She says, you can open it now. I said, should I show it on the air, on the show? She says, sure. So what it is, it might be hard to see because there's some Trader Joe's organic lemonade iced tea on it. And you can see the light reflections too. That's coming from the television lights here, but that's not in the glass. But I want to show you closely here if you can see it. There we go. Let's bring it in. It has the New York Mets logo. This is their official wine glass from the baseball team, the New York Mets, the Metropolitans. I'm a big fan, have been since childhood, of the New York Mets, and it's a phenomenal, phenomenal glass. You can see some of the logo in there because the tea is in there. Maybe as I drink it. It's really good. I'll drink more and more. Maybe towards the end of the show, I'll show you it. It's very heavy. It's beautiful. That's a very nice gift, Kathleen. You didn't have to do that because she knows I toast, the viewers, and I toast the guests on the show. And we started with that green glass that was my Aunt Gertie's, a family heirloom, which was really nice. And then we have the martini glass, which we've used. And that hit the floor the other night, but it didn't break. That thing has a lifespan like a cat, 9 lives. But then this came from our viewer and good friend Kathleen Walker as a gift. This New York Mets, and you can see the logo there in the middle, official wine glass. It's like a big, gobbler. It's a real goblet. It's huge. It's tremendous. Love this thing. So we toast to you and you and you and you. You notice our glasses are getting bigger and bigger on our show. We toast to all of you. We welcome you and thank you very much, Kathleen. It's a beautiful birthday gift. And the card and what you wrote in the birthday card, that was well and beyond. You didn't have to do any of that. We really appreciate that. So we have that with that organic tea in there, tea and lemonade. Of course, we've got our cup of coffee. We toast all of you as well. And let's take a look at, and again, Kathleen, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Beautiful gesture, absolutely. So thanks, Kathleen. And the card was amazing. There's some things on the way to you as well in the mail, so look out for them. Christine Fairwood, happy Sunday, she says to Renee. Good to see you, Christine. I know you sent a recipe, I believe, as well. And Linda Odell, happy Sunday, Mr. Lovety. Happy Sunday, Loveties. Good to see you in St. Augustine, Florida. Jennifer's here. She's dancing. Jen is Zen. Really cool. Ann is here, and Wozniak, wishing everyone a wonderful Sunday on our Foodie Festival show and host chat show. And we're going to start talking about food in just a minute. Everybody's saying hello to Renee. Renee's popular. Willie is here. Willie is here. Happy Sunday, my friends. Good to see you, Willie. I know that at night it's kind of late for you. 1 a.m. we start, and you're in Holland. So you've been getting your rest, and you've been watching the shows in archive on YouTube, which is perfect. I know you've been commenting, and you've been watching and enjoying the shows on our YouTube channel at Jim Masters TV. So it's good to see you, Willie. We toast you as well with some afternoon coffee. She's in the Netherlands right now. Ernestine Webb, and she also sent us some food photos too. We're going to show you in just a minute. Thanks again for everybody for sending photos and recipes and cool things that we're going to show in just a moment here on our broadcast. Ernestine Webb, happy Sunday, everyone. Good to see you in North Carolina. And Carla in Brazil. Wow, Carla, you were with us last night when we had Argentinian singer and songwriter and crooner and jazz artist, wonderful Ramiro Tejada. He was really cool, wasn't he? A lot of fun. Carla, Nice to see you from Brazil, South America. Hello, Jim and gang. Good afternoon. Happy Foodie Festival as well. I know the food, and I've been to some Brazilian restaurants with a TV show that I host, and Brazilian food is delicious. And let's see, looking handsome, Mr. Lovety, love your hat. Thank you very much. I figured we'd sport a different one this time, more of an afternoon kind of Sunday hat, right? Instead of the other one we have in the evening. Good to see you, Linda, in Florida. Hi, Jim. Hi, Loveties. I got my Italian ravioli and garlic knots, sweet Italian wine, me Irish Jameson. Salute, slancha. I sent a picture to you, Jim. Yes, we have that. We're going to show that as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. H2O and cheers. Merlin is here. Feel the cold coming on. So chicken soup is in the making. That's perfect. Chicken soup. You can never go wrong with chicken soup. And yes, Willie is here as well because it's earlier for Willie right now. It's not 1 a.m. in there. And everybody is saying hello. Cheers. Coffee now. Yes, absolutely. And Renee says, in Iowa, we just ate brunch after church, so not hungry now. LOL. You might be after we watch this. Yes, Bastian Steven from the Netherlands. He's going to be on tomorrow. You got it. Absolutely. Francis, good afternoon. Moving slow today. Was up cooking and finishing until 2 a.m. Hope everyone is doing well. You too. You too. And we hope you're doing well. And we hope Merlin has that chicken soup and feels better soon. Toasting from Willie as well. And just letting you know, I tried everything. It came out awesome. That's fantastic. Lorraine is here. Good to see you, Lorraine, on Facebook there. Early happy birthday, Jim. Thank you. I appreciate that. We got an amazing show coming up on the birthday with the Voices of Classic Soul here. And Renee Katz in the Midlands of Flushing in New York, home of where the Mets are. Hi, Jim. Like to hear upcoming events. Glad idea about the Lovety Food Nirvana. Yeah, that's exactly right. We're going to start showing the food here on set. And hiya, Jim. I literally just finished eating Sunday dinner. What did you have there in Northern Ireland? Scream Queen Army or Scream Queen Army. I always want to say screen, like movie screen. Scream Queen Army. Try to say that 5 times fast. I'll just stick with Chris from Comber. Chris from Comber in the Belfast area there in Northern Ireland. Good to see you early on a day here, or early here. 1:30 in the afternoon. Not too early, I guess. Fancy band on your hat. Oh, it's cool, isn't it? Yeah. See if we can get in there. Cool. I think this is J. Crew. I think. I have to look. I believe it is. Got it a while ago and sport it every once in a while. Happy Sunday from Ann, watching in Southern California. You feel like Genie in the bottle. It's raining a lot where you are, Francis. You probably want to stay in the bottle, right? A lot of great comments coming in here. Nice, 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 nice. See if we can catch up here, and then we'll show our food. Francis says, greetings from Florida. And Jennifer Barry, okay, Jim, and you're in Pennsylvania, right? You're in Pennsylvania, not far from the Lancaster area, if I remember, Jen, roughly in that area. Yeah, maybe Scranton. Really trying. Your Jimmy Clown is growing on me. I like him a little bit more, and he's wearing the Irish green. Absolutely. Irish 43 is here. Hi, Jim. Good to see you, Irish 43. Cruise, something really positive to look forward to. Yes, the Jim Masters cruise, the Lovety cruise. Absolutely. Okay, I'm back. Jen is Zen, and I cruised a lot. Yes, Willie got off in Rotterdam and went to Amsterdam. We were in the Netherlands twice, last year and then the year before for television shoots, and it was really, really great. And everybody's saying hello to everybody. Willie is here, so lots of hellos from Willie, even from my mom, and everybody's saying hello and good afternoon, Jim and all our lovelies from Maryland and Wichita. And hello, Jim and everyone. Anna Phelps is here. Nice to see you, Anna, as well. And beautiful gift, Kathleen. Yes, that wine glass there. So glad you like it. Glad it made it in one piece. It sure did. Very nice glass, Kathleen. Very thoughtful gift as well. I agree. Very nice. I got to drink more of that lemonade iced tea so you can see the logo. And Kathleen, very nice of you to send Jim that gift. It's so nice. Gift. Yeah, sometimes when you type fast, it's funny, and that's I'm loving that as well. Hi, Jim. Nice to see you this afternoon. Ching ching, Jim from Averill, Britain, and Hampshire, the United Kingdom. We love having you here. Hope you're having a beautiful day there in England. And Francis, tea for me, trying to wake up. Really, really love it. And let's see, what else do we have? More. Uh, yeah, gonna go to Jen's house to get the Italian food, right? Absolutely. And Chris in Northern Ireland had stuffed chicken, olive, potatoes, and vegetables. That sounds really good. Did you make it or was it made for you? You're lucky if it was made for you. That's right. You guys are in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Absolutely. Good to see everybody. Welcome to the show and our Foodie Festival show that we're doing here. We're really excited about doing this with all of you guys. Something we just, decided to put together. We say hello to all the lovelies watching all around the world. Continue to spread the good word about our show. And boy, do we have some really cool photos here. I'm going to show you some of the cool photos. Just want to remind you again on this coming Thursday, the Voices of Classic Soul are going to be here, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. They are members of the Temptations, Four Tops, Drifters, and Platters, and they're going to be special guests on my birthday show this Thursday, which is really cool. And then Bastian Steven is going to be live from the Netherlands tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Great musician, singer, songwriter. And Tuesday, network news anchor and television host and radio broadcaster, journalist, author, veteran correspondent for Inside Edition as well. Rita Cosby is going to be here on Tuesday. All right, let's talk about what we have here for food. You made it. Oh, you made all the good stuff, the stuffed chicken, the olive, and the potatoes and vegetables. That sounds really good. Well, you're in Ireland, so it's like a national law that you have to have the potatoes. And that's one of my favorite with the Irish on my dad's side. You give me mashed potatoes or any kind of potatoes, and I'm happy. Hi, Jim. Having me a cup of hot Honjana tea and a little sugar, vanilla caramel creamer, and veggie straws with French onion dip. Delicious. That sounds really, really good. And you're eating and drinking the Italian. Very, very nice. Awesome. Good stuff. All right. Well, let's show you some of the things that we have here. I showed you the organic iced tea lemonade in that cool glass, that New York Mets wine glass that Kathleen Walker sent as well. And thank you very much. Yeah, it's going to be a great show on this Thursday. And the coffee as well. And what we have that we did here, we've been cooking all day. This is really, can't wait to have this. I should have some of it now because it's probably going to get cold. We have, and there's several more, there's a lot more of this over in the kitchen, but we have some fresh homemade mashed potatoes. If you have food with you, you can eat with me if you'd like. And then we made an amazing meatloaf, which is really, really delicious. And this has an egg in it. It has some breadcrumbs. It has some Parmesan and Romano cheese in it. It also has a little bit of teriyaki, just a little bit, as well as some ketchup as well, and topped with a little more breadcrumbs, and it's delicious. Meatloaf is something that is one of my specialties, so I made the meatloaf from the mashed potatoes, which is kind of cool. Talk about the foodie. Corn on the cob, fresh corn on the cob from a local farm stand with several more ears we have. So there is our delicious mashed potatoes, meatloaf, corn on the cob. And this is just some of the food. Yeah, oh, it looks good. That's like a trifecta of Foodie Festival deliciousness here. But hope you guys have some great food. I love mashed potatoes. It's one of my favorite things. Usually they say, I was always raised don't eat in front of people, but hopefully, since it's a Foodie Festival show, you guys are eating too. So we got up early and made all of this in time, because we had to prepare all these other elements for the show with the photos and everything else and the recipes you guys sent. So this is one of the specialties, the meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Really delicious. And then also we have, which is really great too, and we made this. See if I can grab it here for you. This is really delicious. I don't know how this looks on the camera, but This is cauliflower au gratin. And oh boy, is this good. Yes, Nan Milligan says meatloaf is so comforting. It really is. It's funny. This cauliflower au gratin is really, really delicious. Why don't you just reach in and have some. So we made this as well this morning, and really delicious, and really, really nice. Really, really nice. We just threw, Francis says too much ketchup. We just threw the ketchup on before we went live, Francis, because we didn't want the meatloaf to dry out because it's sitting here and it's going to be sitting here for a bit until we're going to eat all this food when the show ends. We've got amazing food to eat when the show ends. I don't want to sit and just eat in front of you. I mean, I could. So we just threw a little extra ketchup on top because that's going to absorb into the meatloaf while it's sitting here. That's why that extra ketchup is on top. We usually don't use a lot, but there is a little teriyaki in there as well with the Parmesan and the Romano and the egg and the breadcrumbs and a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit. And it's really delicious. It's moist, the meatloaf too, and the mashed potatoes. Still, nobody makes them like my mother makes the best mashed potatoes I've ever had on the planet. Anybody who ever has her mashed potatoes, she puts a little evaporated milk in them, makes them a little golden. So this cauliflower au gratin is really delicious. It's pretty easy to make. We have that as well. And I showed you the tea and the coffee, the corn, the meatloaf, mashed potatoes. I did this for you guys. But you know what? It's funny. I don't know about you guys, but on Sundays, I've always liked, like a Sunday dinner. Not necessarily like pizza or fast food. If we're for a family and there's a barbecue, like at somebody's birthday party, or there's a picnic and you're having hot dogs and hamburgers and, barbecue stuff, that's great. But if you're home or whatever, I've always craved the full big meal, the starch, some meat. It doesn't have to be a lot of meat. I'm not a big meat eater, but the meat, vegetables, just the complete meal. And I think that's because of being raised where there was always food around and great cooks in the family. My mother, of course, and on Sunday we always had that Sunday family dinner, and for us it was a variety of different things. Sometimes it was pot roast or roast beef, or it was chicken paprika, or it was lasagna. It could be a variety of different things. My father always loves mashed potatoes, so I got that from him. But really, really always craving the big, like, comfort food meal on Sunday, especially on Sunday. Other times of the day, of the week as well, yeah, but especially for some reason on Sunday. And I think it's because it's family. We've always been together as a family. We've always sat at the table and talked, and there was always all these different foods, and I still like that. And the family still cooks that way. Not as big as the family used to. A lot of people have scaled back. Even my aunts and uncles, relatives, they don't make those big, big, big meals that they used to. Except for holidays. Our family, especially Thanksgiving and Christmas, everything is, and I love the Thanksgiving meal. That's one of my favorite meals, is the Thanksgiving dinner here in the United States. The turkey with the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and cranberry sauce, and the sweet potatoes, or never really liked turnips as a kid, but now I'm starting to like them. It's really funny how that happens, right? How you didn't like something as a kid and now you do. Let's take a look at some of the comments, and then we're going to take a look at some of the food that you guys have sent. I have something else to show you here too. And yes, the food looks great. I know, the mashed potatoes, the corn on the cob from the local farm, and what we do is we twist it in the butter. This is butter and sugar corn, which Renee said in Iowa they call, I think, cream and sugar corn. But here we call it butter and sugar, and it's sweeter. So it doesn't, sometimes we've had corn where it's not so sweet. So we just have sprinkled a little bit of sugar on it, just a little bit, to give it that sweetness. This doesn't need that because this is delicious. Looks great. Thanks, Kathleen. And it looks extra great with that beautiful wine glass that you sent for the birthday. Nan Milligan is here. Hi, Nan, watching on YouTube. Welcome to the Gym Masters Show Live. This is our Foodie Festival show. This is an entertainment lifestyle talk show series. So it's everything. It isn't just one type of format or genre. We do everything here like a talk show, has always done, like on television. So yeah, meatloaf is very comforting. Sue is here. Sue's watching. With this one, we did fresh ground beef, fresh, and it's really delicious and it's light. I think this one is about 90% lean. So really, really delicious. We've done the turkey as well. The turkey is really, really good as well. This one we did the beef. Sometimes we use that for sloppy joes too. Sloppy joes with macaroni and cheese. And you can't have that stuff all the time, but once in a while, sloppy joes with macaroni and cheese. Jim, can I come over now? Food looks so good. Oh man, I'm eating me Italian with ya. I'm eating me Italian in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And you're not having the whiskey this early on a Sunday. Are you having the Jameson whiskey already? Linda in St. Augustine. Okay, I love meatloaf too, and made meatloaf the other night. Love corn on the cob, mashed potatoes, looks delicious. You made tuna salad casserole today. Tuna salad casserole is great too. I love that. I like, some people don't like when foods are blended together, like casseroles or stews, things like that. I've always liked soups, stews, casseroles, comfort food. And I think we've talked a lot about that here on the show. Anne says, looks delicious and very colorful. Yeah, a lot of color here. I should show you one other thing we have here. These are amazing. These are cornbread biscotti. Does that look good? Would you like to reach into your screen there? Your iPhone or Android screen or your computer screen, or if you're watching this on television, because we're able to watch YouTube on our televisions throughout the house. So you can actually watch our show. I know with Xfinity Comcast, you can get YouTube on your TV and you can watch our show on television as well. Look at that. You want some cornbread biscotti from the Gym Master Show Live, Foodie Festival. How close can we get? Oh my God, look at that. Cornbread biscotti. Yes. Just reach in and grab one. Grab that one right there. You want that one, or you want that one, or you want that one? Yeah, cornbread biscotti, really nice. It goes well with the coffee on a Sunday. And so this is part of our Foodie Festival menu here as well. So we've got the cauliflower au gratin, the corn on the cob fresh from the farm stand, the homemade meatloaf, the homemade mashed potatoes, the coffee, and the organic lemonade iced tea. That's from Trader Joe's in that fantastic wine glass. I mean, it's kind of fancy to have organic iced tea lemonade in a wine glass, but there it is. Now you're starting to see it better. You see Mets there? There you go. That's how, because I'm drinking it. Yeah, Mets. There we go. It's a little foggy because it's cold. If you are having lunch with us, what are you having? Feel free to share with us what you're having as far as lunch. I would love to see all of that. Let's see, we've got some great photos here. Great photos, all kinds of photos here. And we've got recipes, all kinds of cool stuff. Wanted to show you a couple of things before we get going with showing some of the photos. I want to show you some cool shots that I've dug up here. This is lasagna. This lasagna is my mother's homemade lasagna, and it's absolutely delicious. It is amazingly delicious, really, really good. We grabbed a photo of that. Absolutely amazing. Just love staring at that. Really delicious. And also, mom's, this is called pepper steak. And it's sort of, it's not like a goulash, but it has the potatoes and the peas and the tomatoes and the broth and a lot of different things in it. And it's called pepper steak, but it's almost like a hamburger stew in a way that she makes that is absolutely delicious as well. Love that. Nice. And here's some cool shots. One of the things I do is host a lifestyle travel TV series where we've gone for many years to restaurants and cook with the chefs and the people who are making the food. And this is when we were on locations with this foodie theme here. This is when we were on location making pierogies at the Polish restaurant that we were filming and featuring for the television show, lifestyle travel TV series. And these fine Polish ladies were teaching me how to make pierogies, which was really, really cool. We had a lot of fun. And the pierogies really came out absolutely delicious, really cool. And it's all in how you pinch the corners. You pinch the corners. That's what it was all about. We had such a great time at this filming at this restaurant, which was awesome. Another great shot there. And here's another cool shot. These are some shots. We were talking about food on location at some of the restaurants where we filmed with one of the TV shows that I host, where we cook with restaurants, feature the restaurants, and then get to sample food that the chefs make and the team make. These are different on location. So definitely foodie festival themed here, huh? On location. This is a fantastic Vietnamese restaurant, Thai and Vietnamese restaurant that we were filming at. Look at all of that great food. Absolutely delicious. Nice. Look at this. This was a place for hot dogs and onion rings and cheeseburgers and cheeseburger, cheeseburger. This was a great diner. This diner was in Connecticut. This was the Vernon Diner. Great people, the owners and the family there. Look at all the food. And a lot of times we end up going home with the food on these different shoots. This was a fantastic Vietnamese and Thai restaurant as well. This one happened to be in New Haven, Connecticut. Look at all that food, huh? We're blessed with that. The other one, more food. Cheers, slancha, absolutely. These are just a few shots from the television show, one of the television shows. Look at all this one. This is down in, I think this is in Greenwich, Connecticut. Look at those desserts too. Look at that big cake in the front there with the chocolate drizzle. Nice. Look at that too. This was an Asian restaurant sampling. Again, we're talking about food, huh? Can't go wrong with a chocolate chip cookie. That's a great place called Nodine's. Really good meats and cheeses and all kinds of great things there. Always meeting lots of nice people as well. This was another Asian restaurant. Really, really delicious. Really, really nice. Nice, nice, nice. Sampling pizza. You can't go wrong sampling pizza. That's a screenshot from the TV show. So I host a lifestyle travel TV series. Then I also host and anchor a television news magazine show in New York with Doug Llewellyn, who's my co-host. This picture here, the person I'm with, is the owner of this pizza restaurant. That one's actually in West Hartford, Connecticut. This, so you can see we have a good time in sampling all this food. Yep. This was like a huge hot dog that had everything you could think on it. It had a little bit of a kick to it as well, and a beer and French fries at another restaurant. So I tell you, talk about foodie festival, huh? This is a fabulous cheesecake that a diner had made for our television shoot on location. So we got a chance to sample that, plus a lot of other foods. Another great restaurant here, and we're cheering with some Guinness. This was an Irish restaurant. Um, so yeah, surrounded by a lot of different foods. Really nice stuff here. This was a cool place. It's like a little cafe, it's called Wrestling Cats, two Wrestling Cats. And there's cats everywhere, not live cats, but pictures of them and so much more. And really great bakery items and pastry items and lunches and so much more. Really cool. This is a famous place over towards the Goodspeed Opera House. This is the Gelston House restaurant. Really, really delicious. And there was sort of an outdoor barbecue thing. It's another great one. Again, talk about food. Lots of food everywhere you go. And wineries too. Vineyards, sampling a lot all the time as well. Making pizza. You had a pizza restaurant. The chef showing us how to scoop it in like 700 degrees of coal-fired pizza in their brick oven there. This was cool. This is in a Volkswagen Beetle at a bakery, and that's the cupcake bug, they call it. And we got to go in it, and we were filming again on location for the TV show. And they have a huge cupcake on top, and they make deliveries of all their baked goods to, organizations, people's houses, parties, catering. So that's a really cool VW Beetle bug. Another cool one. This was at a restaurant where they named the breakfast after me, the Masterpiece Special. For the name Masters, they created the Masterpiece Special. And it was like this delicious French toast with strawberry and little frosting on top. It was really amazing. Here we are out on location along a lake in New England, dining, again, filming with fantastic cocktails. This is a cool one too. Lots of pizza. I mean, just a few of the shots from some of the TV shoots. More pizza, more goodies here. Lots of cool stuff. It's a great shot. This is a Mexican restaurant. Really nice. And of course, this was at a fabulous, we used this in the promotion. This is at a fabulous vineyard and restaurant as well. Really nice. That one was also in Connecticut. It's called Chamard. This was an amazing restaurant in Greenwich, Connecticut. Really amazing, called Rebecca's. You can drop a few dollars there. You can have appetizers and drinks for $600. But we were filming there, and it's an amazing. The food is just impeccable, and the way they wait on you and the way they take care of you is unbelievable. The treatment that you get is unbelievable. Really, really something else. That's down in Greenwich, Connecticut. These are just some of the shots. Just tried to grab a few things really, really quick. Now, Debbie Halley, she likes to have fish tacos. So she had fish tacos. She sent this photo of fish tacos our way, which is really, really nice. Love that. Going to take a look at some of the comments coming in here as we are talking about some of the foods that we are loving here on our Foodie Festival show. And I hope everybody's doing well today. Hope you're having a good day today. And I hope you are full. I know Renee's full. She had the brunch after church there in Iowa. Looks colorful and delicious. Yeah. All of that food, absolutely. You can't go wrong with that, I tell you, huh? Francis says delicious. Dante, hey, Danilo, good to see you in San Diego, and happy birthday to you. It is your birthday. You've had a birthday, right? So we're going to sing our happy birthday. Everybody ready? We got to sing happy birthday to Dante CD on YouTube, Danilo, who calls this lovely hall, on Facebook. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Danilo, we wish you the best and many, many more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Good morning, all Lovedies. I'm back in the Lovedy Hall. Good place to be. Hoping that everyone is safe and dandy. I truly miss everyone. Most of all, Mr. Lovedy and George, Jim the Clown, Jimmy and Jeannie and Silver and Bob Denver, Gilligan. And now he is hungry. Happy birthday to you. I know you were spending time with your family. I think you went to Las Vegas, right? Tomato sauce on top of your meatloaf. That sounds really good, Kathleen. I don't know when last I had cauliflower au gratin. Thanks for the memories. Cauliflower au gratin. It's delicious, isn't it, Avril? Watching in England. Cauliflower looking good. Extra egg for moistness. Yes, inside the meatloaf, right? Yep. Jim, it's cool. Man, eat your lunch with us, man. This is so much fun. Jen is zen. Awesome, awesome. If I don't make my own, I put tomato paste on my meatloaf. Francis, evaporated milk. Great. I put creamer in mine. Yummy. I mix up ketchup, liquid smoke, and brown sugar like a barbecue sauce to put on top of the meatloaf. And what we do is we put the ingredients on top, some of them, but we also put them in too when we're mixing the meatloaf as well. Hi, Jim. Willie, thank you for sending me the message. Pamela Perkle. I think we need to start a Lovedies recipe. Post the recipes right on Jim Masters TV page. We'll share them with the world. I got me own meatloaf recipe at Rocks. What is that recipe? Share. Everybody makes meatloaf differently. Meatloaf is feel-good food. Yes, it is. And Danilo, there you are. We just sang you happy birthday. Hello there, Lovedies. Good to see you, Danilo. And again, from all of us, happy birthday to you. And let's see. Let's talk more with some of these great... Wow, there's so many comments. People love food. You guys love food. I know you do. We've talked about it before. Some of what you're saying here looks great. All right. Me too. Variety of foods on Sunday. I like comfort food on Sunday. Absolutely make our Lovedy cookbook. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I was thinking about... Well, actually, we were thinking about doing a cookbook a while ago. So maybe we can include some of your recipes. Yes, meatloaf is great. Lovedy Hall time for Danilo in San Diego. Good to see you, Danilo. I know you've been away for a while. You were celebrating your birthday with the family. Loved my mom's meatloaf with tomato ketchup like topping. Yep, with the smashed potatoes. I'm a holiday person. Love all that food too. So do I. Francis. Pamela Perkle. My grandma used to make fried catfish, fresh caught. Grits, greens, and cornbread. The very first fish, I went fishing with my cousin Ray and my cousin Todd. And I was probably an early teenager. And the very first time I went fishing, the very first fish that I caught, and this is when we went to visit our cousins and aunts and uncles in Connecticut and Massachusetts. So this was in Connecticut. And the very first, we had come up from New York. The very first fish that I caught, which was interesting because we were in a lake, and I don't really think about this being up north. You think about it more down south. But the very first fish that I caught was a catfish. It was actually a catfish. It was cool. It was huge. And we let it, of course, go back into the lake. It was a beautiful lake. I think it was up towards, believe it or not, it was up towards Newtown, Connecticut. Meatloaf is my favorite comfort food. With the mashed potatoes make it. I can eat a whole sweet corn on the cob with butter. Yee-haw. You're funny, Jennifer. You know what, Jennifer, this must be rare for you because you can't ask anybody if they like the mountains or the ocean. I guess you'll have to save that for tomorrow. Now, Bastian Steven is in Holland, Netherlands, so there's really no mountains in the Netherlands. It's flatter, and it's got water. It's got the North Sea. I know that North Sea can be something when it wants to. We were there on a TV shoot, and our hats flew off our head because it was like March, and that's a cold time to be there. The North Sea. Peaches and cream here. That sounds really good. Maryland in Canada. Boil it with sugar, delicious corn. Then you freeze the leftovers. That's really nice. That's really cool. Janet is here. Janet loves sloppy joes. So do I. Again, you're getting back to that comfort food. I love the sloppy joes. And I used to love eating corn on the cob for my starter at Christmas, but can't eat it anymore. Yeah, no, Crohn's is very tough with food. I have a friend who has that. Actually, he worked at the radio station, and he used to always have to like pause and run out of the studio every once in a while, and it's a tough thing. Corn can be corn. It's not something you want to eat all the time anyway, because it turns to sugar. Once in a while, once in a while. Well, we never had it at Christmas time. That's interesting. Is that something that is done, traditionally in Ireland? Corn on the cob with Christmas. I know we've had corn at the table, but not on the cob. But that's cool. But yeah, you got to really watch it, Chris. Gee, you sound like me when you were a child. Yes, I'm just a child in adult clothing. We all are. I make my meatloaf with ground beef and Italian sausage. It is delicious. I've had that before where people have put the sausage in it, and that's delicious too. Jameson Irish whiskey and sweet Italian wine and cold beer. You're having all that? You're having wine, whiskey, and beer this early, and you're eating? Do you work at a restaurant? You live at a restaurant? You're watching on the TV, Willie, there in Holland. You're watching on the television and the iPad. Yeah, we can watch these shows on YouTube on our TV because we get this on the TV. I should have a little more of that cauliflower au gratin, huh? Avril was saying that she loves the cauliflower au gratin. It's really, really delicious and really easy to make. And the corn on the cob and the meatloaf and the mashed potatoes. Well, where's your food? We're rubbing it in. Where is your food? Didn't you make food? We mentioned it's a food festival and pictures and everything. We're going to show some of the pictures just a second. Cornbread biscotti, cool. What's in them? Yes, thank you. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, the cornbread biscotti. Let me show that again. Really cool. Look at that. You want some? Cornbread biscotti. Isn't that amazing? Grab one. Go ahead, Francis. Don't you want one? Which one do you want? Right there for you, if I can hold it steady. There you go. Just for you. Don't you wish they haven't created that yet where you can just reach in. You can't even smell the aromas. They haven't come up with smell-o-vision yet either. Not that they're not trying to do that. And Danilo in San Diego says he wants all of them, please. He wants everything that we've got. Or do you want all the pictures from all those TV shoots that I've been on? That's just a couple of pictures. Your Italian Noni and Pop Pop came over on the boat from Italy. Your Noni used to make Italian biscotti. Love and miss them. I'm sure you do. Not eating much today. Senior director took you out to celebrate your birthday. Your birthday as well. All right, everybody. Pamela's birthday. So you're a September baby, like Danilo is, and like I am as well. And Kathleen, I think your birthday too, right? So Pamela Perkle in Kansas City. We have to sing happy birthday. Everybody join me. Join me. I wish I could hear all of you singing. We're going to do that for you right now. All right? And the cauliflower. Let's have some of the, in our fancy birthday gift here, and our official, there you go, now you can see it, New York Mets official wine glass from the New York Mets themselves, which I appreciate. The Trader Joe's organic lemonade iced tea mix is delicious. All right, gang, we got to sing a happy birthday for Pamela Perkle. I might end up on Cameo. Everybody's told me to go on Cameo. All right, here we go. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pamela. We think you're amazing. We love you. Happy birthday to you. There you go, Pamela. Happy birthday to you from us. Isn't that cool? On the spot. I didn't rehearse. I didn't do any of the vocal training. I just went for it. And sometimes that's what you got to do in life. At the moment, apple cake. Nice, Francis. I like to use wine glasses to drink water and juice. Very fancy, Carla in Brazil. I like it. I like it. You're a little backwards today. That happens to all of us. Juanita, South African barbecue, Juanita. Very nice. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. What is in it? South African barbecue. What do you have with your South African barbecue? That sounds really amazing. And we welcome you, Juanita. Jennifer Barry, happy birthday for Pamela. And Danilo. Yeah, a lot of birthdays. This month is mine. Then one of my best friends in New York, his birthday is 2 days after mine. My brother-in-law's 2 days after that. Then my godson and nephew is the first weekend in October. We have a lot of family birthdays this time of year. Jen, do you make homemade cheese? You learned in Sicily how to make homemade cheeses. Did you really? You want to win me over? Mashed potatoes and cheeses. I love cheese. You can't eat too much of it, but I love it. I would like to get a copy of the cookbook that was inspired by the brilliant TV series Hannibal. Wow. That's kind of cool, Chris. Hamburger stew looking good. Yes, that was the picture we showed earlier. Yum. You love pierogies. Yes, we showed those pictures with the pierogies when I was making pierogies on the TV show. Peas taste good in most dishes. I love peas too. Absolutely. You're on your way over to my mom's house, huh, Francis? You do frozen. There's cool stuff. People are exchanging recipes and all kinds of good stuff. We did both. They had cheese and potato filled pierogies. And then they also had strawberry filled because there's fruit ones too. I love the potato because I love potatoes, but the cheese ones are really good too. And so let's see. I went to seafood restaurant for my 18th birthday called Daft Eddie's. Such a great place. For my starter, I ordered oysters with a Bloody Mary shot. Loved it. That's cool. That's cool. And your birthday too? Is it your birthday now? Happy birthday to you as well, Chris, if it's your birthday. You should visit Culhane's Irish Pub in Jacksonville, owned by 4 sisters from Ireland. Really? When we drive down to Florida, we pass through Jacksonville. That sounds good. Maybe we'll stop in and say hi to them. Love hot dogs, yum. The Gelston House, great place next to the Goodspeed Opera House. Cupcakes, yeah, wasn't that cool in that Volkswagen Beetle there? I was driving around. Awesome VW Beetle. 74. That was a 74, the green one. That was a 74 Beetle, and that's with the cupcake on it. This shot here you're talking about. Yeah, isn't that cool? That's this place. It's called Luann's Bakery and Pastries. Really, really cool place. That was a lot of fun. And our Foodie Festival show and host chat. If you have any questions or anything going on, just shoot away here. All right. Okay, Jim. We will get along just fine. Lots of my favorites there. From Francis, Jim, you eat like a king. Wow, lucky. Fun. Now you'd have to heat up a new recipe of taco pie. And this is the happy birthdays for everybody. The Pamela and Chris in Northern Ireland. Danilo. It's really cool. Again, a lot of viewer interaction here on this show, huh? Happy birthday to Danilo. That's right. Hard-boiled eggs in the middle of meatloaf is great too, from Merlin in Canada. Cook also meatloaf with a can of vegetable soup. The vegetable soup you put inside the meatloaf. Does it make it watery? Does it make it runny? How do you keep the meatloaf from falling apart? Love to know that. Christine Fairwood in Connecticut puts spinach in her meatloaf. Delicious. Linda says it sounds delicious. Yesterday, eating kibbeling. Oh, with the Kellogg's sauce. I wonder what that is. That sounds really, really good. Today, roasted chicken, an entire holiday meal. Your birthday cake I sent. That was hard to make. Mmm. Francis, making me hungry too. Your Aunt Linda and Uncle Bill used to go fishing on their family's land in Bushkill Falls and Mink Pond, and cleaned and cooked the fish too. Irish 43, my father's family is Amish. Some say Amish, some say Amish. Your mother is Irish, and you received the love of baking. Corn cooked in salt makes it tough. Yes, that's right, absolutely. Garlic sauce from Willie. I make corn casserole on the holidays. Yeah, 5 o'clock somewhere with Jen with her wine and her whiskey and her beer. I don't know if that's a good combination. You're going to need some, I don't know what, milk of magnesia, Tums, Pepto-Bismol. With that, mixing the wine and the beer can get dicey. I tried that once in college. We were at a party. Beer and wine together. Do lovities love mountain food or seafood? I love me mountain food. So what do you consider mountain food? We know what seafood is, but what would you consider mountain food? You're talking more like beef or things of that nature? Jen is Zen. I have snickerdoodle cookies that a church friend made this morning and brought some to church to share with us. Love that. You're welcome, Francis. Sounds good as well. That's right, your birthday is in April. We already wished you happy birthday, but we'll do it again. Everybody's saying happy birthday. Love corn casserole. Yes, really good stuff. Looking at all these that are coming in here, and then we're going to look at some photos we have. Your brother's birthday today. Still celebrating yours. Beautiful voice. All right, so let's sing happy birthday for you, Francis. I don't recall if we did yet. Maybe we had a guest on. I know I've had some of the guests singing happy birthday. Arnie Burton, the fantastic actor, award-winning film, television, and stage actor. He was on, and you know him from all those different TV shows and fantastic, Amadeus and all these great places. We sang happy birthday to each other live on the show. When he was on just a couple nights ago, and that was really cool. So he sang happy birthday Jim, I sang happy birthday Arnie, and we did it in unison. That was cool. All right, a lot of birthdays, huh? 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is for Francis. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Francis. We love you. We wish you many, many more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Francis. And that was just the low level. I don't want to scare the neighbors. I could have belted it out, but we could have really done something a lot louder and more firmer. But I'll save that for another show. Anyway, thank you. You are very welcome. Happy birthday to you. And absolutely salute. You're doing a lot of saluting. Potatoes, please. Anyone mashed, fried, roasted. It's like you're putting out a distress call. Potatoes, please. Anyone. I'll take them mashed, fried, roasted, cooked. Yummy. So let's see. Maybe Ramiro Tejada, because he's next door in Argentina. Maybe he can, he's closer than we are here in the United States and Canada and Europe to get those mashed, fried, roasted, and cooked potatoes to you in time, because it sounds like it's really urgent, like you're having distress. You got to have them now. So Ramiro, can you whip up some potatoes next door in Argentina and bring them next door to Brazil to our friend Carla? She helped you with the English and with the Spanish translations yesterday on the show. Remember, Ramiro? You were great with that, too. That was a good thing you were tuned in, because you did help with that. Danilo could have helped with that as well. Happy birthday, Pamela and Chris. Your birthday is November 14th. You will be 41 this year. That's fantastic. So we'll have to remember that. Make sure you tune in so we can all celebrate the birthday for you, Chris. September, yeah, it's a cool month for the birthdays. And Tuesday starts autumn, so right on the cusp there for me. And Arnie Burton, who was our guest, the actor Arnie Burton, his birthday is Tuesday, so his birthday is this week. That's why we sang happy birthday to each other. Gourmet dinner is hamburger helper. Remember him? And there was also tuna helper. We had that. Tuna helper, hamburger helper, quick nights. When we were kids, we used to love to have TV dinners on Fridays. When I was growing up, you probably remember that, Kathleen. Growing up, it was really cool to have it. Like, when you look at a TV dinner now, you're like, but when you're a kid, especially when it had the little chocolate pudding in it and all that, I think it was Libby's. Libby's had come out with TV dinners, and there was some other brands, Swanson's, whatever. But it was a kid thing, Pop Tarts, Jiffy Pop, all that stuff. Then currywurst and brioche. Wow, that sounds delicious. Moist soup in the meatloaf. You mentioned that. If you're just joining us, I'll show you again what we've got here. We did the fresh corn on the cob from a local farm, and then the meatloaf. We put the ketchup on top because when we reheat this, because this is cold now, but when we reheat this, the ketchup is just going to blend right in. But inside that meatloaf that we prepared this morning, and fresh made mashed potatoes. A lot of ketchup on there now, only because when we reheat it, it's just going to blend right in. Breadcrumbs, the eggs, a little Parmesan, a little Romano, a little salt and pepper, the ketchup, all inside the meatloaf, and then a little teriyaki sauce as well. Little, not too much. You don't want it to be too strong. Inside there as well. And then before we went live on the air, we just covered it with some ketchup, and that's going to, when we reheat this is going to blend right in to keep it moist so it doesn't dry out. There's a whole square sheet of this meatloaf and a whole bunch of potatoes in the kitchen, and then the fresh corn on the cob, butter and sugar corn on the cob. So in our Foodie Festival show, we made this. And again, the cauliflower, I keep wanting to say California. The cauliflower au gratin we made as well, which is really, really delicious. That's easy to make. And then the cornbread biscotti, which is really, really good. You put cheese in your meatloaf. Yeah, we were thinking about doing that. We were going to put do you put slices of cheese in? We did some Parmesan and some Romano in ours. The grated, the sprinkled kind. But we're going to put some cheese in. We have some cheese. We have some light Swiss we're going to put in it just to give it a little kick. We didn't do it this time. You're not a people person. However, you love our group of people. Well, I know, because you've posted several times that you really feel comfortable here on our show, and that's great. That is really great. I'm glad that you're happy here, Jen. You're always zen. Juanita says, South African barbecue, lots of good meat, potato salad, tomato, cheese, and onion sandwiches toasted on the barbecue, and wine, or any alcohol you prefer. That sounds really delicious. Boilermakers, again. Yeah. Yeah, Jen. Francis is looking out for Jen because Jen is having some good stuff. You love the currywurst in Berlin with the pommes frites. Yes, the French fries. Day drinking. I would go right to bed. For us, it's just coffee, and I'm going to have some more of that coffee. Some coffee. You can see it in there. I don't know if you can see it. It is in there. Fresh brewed. Nice coffee. With a little splash of almond milk. I do almond milk. I do the unsweetened almond milk. The unsweetened vanilla is what normally I have in my cereal, and I have in a lot of different things. It's healthier. And then what happens is if you go back to a glass of whole milk after you've had almond milk, the whole milk, you feel like you're drinking, I don't know, a vat of butter or something. Pamela Perkle, 3 years in Germany, great food. Debbie Halley. Mountain food is a hunter's delight. Oh, deer meat. Is that what? That was awesome, Joe. Thank you. My pleasure for singing you happy birthday. Just looking at all these. You have a nice singing voice. Thank you very much, Sue. A lot of people have been asking me to share that more, and we will be doing that. Making me hungry. Deer, venison, beer, fish, bear, not beer, bear, fish, although you are having beer. Mountain berries, eggs, pancakes, ocean food, Alaskan king crab, melted butter and salt. I love scallops. Scallops, unfortunately, for me, are the one thing I can't eat. And on a lot of those TV shoots, they always want to make scallop dishes. Everything else, yeah, lobster and shrimp and crab, and I love mahi mahi. I love that. Tuna. I like salmon too. Good fresh salmon. Wild Atlantic, not farm raised. I did not take a liking to Hamburger Helper, but TV dinners. Those were cool. Swanson's dinners, remember? And then there was Morton's pot pies. I do love pot pies. And we were kids, there was Morton's pot pies. And what we used to do is when mom would, prepare them in the oven, and they were made homemade too. But when it was the ones from the store, the Mortons, you take the pot pie out and you try to lift it gently out of those little round tin things and flip it over, and then you've got all the gravy and all the vegetables and everything there, and it's softer. I used to do that. I don't know how many of you did that with Italian ices. There were these Marino's Italian ices that one of the ice cream men used to, ice cream men, I don't know, what do you call them now, ice cream people. It was an ice cream man then when we were a kid. And we had like 5 different ice cream trucks that would come through. And this one wasn't Good Humor. This one was called Bungalow Bar. And the guy's name was Tony. And he'd have the Marino's Italian ices. And I used to like to take the lid off and then try to, with a fork, try to get the ice out, the glob of Italian ice, and flip it over. Because on the bottom, it was all like, it was sweeter and it was like crystallized and used to go in. It was almost like an icy ice. It was really cool and used to do that. Just one of those things. We had Big Buddy gum. We had Charleston chews. All these things that a lot of people don't eat now. Yep. Remember the powdered sugar in like a straw thing? You would just open the end and you'd eat that. And but then they had candy cigarettes too. They do not have candy cigarettes anymore. Candy cigarettes tasted like candy, but they look like cigarettes. Remember they used to actually have that? Not anymore, for good reason. I always tried to get the TV dinners with the brownie in it. Banquet, that's another one too. Yum to Banquet TV dinners with fried chicken. Not the same anymore. No, a lot of things aren't the same anymore. We had something called Fluffernutters, which was the marshmallow fluff with peanut butter. That's a New England and New York thing, tri-state thing. I don't know if it is in the Midwest or West or other parts of the world, but really delicious. And you would toast. We used to do it sometimes with English muffin. We'd take English muffins, toast them, and then peanut butter on one side and the marshmallow fluff on the other and put it together. Whew. Delicious when we were kids. Add cheese in the middle of the meatloaf. Janet Yum made meatloaf this past Thursday. It was delicious. Cold meds kicking in. Yeah, makes you probably sleepy. And don't forget the chicken soup, Merlin. Your dad liked to hunt and fish. Cheese and meatloaf is wonderful. You put shredded cheddar cheese in yours. Oh. We still have pictures and recipes to show you here real quick. Maybe weird, but I put pickle, relish, and onions in my meatloaf. Taco pie is made with mashed potato flakes. You've never tried meatloaf. It's really good. Everybody makes it differently. I'm sure in Ireland it's made differently. They probably use different things. Sil is here. Welcome back, Sil. Argentina. The empanadas. Yes, and asado. That's right. Ramiro had his mother made empanadas. Ramiro Tejada was our guest last night, this jazz singer and crooner from Argentina, live from Argentina. And Sil was watching, and yes, the empanada. But the empanadas there in Argentina must be absolutely amazing and delicious. It's good to see you, Sil. You feel like you're home here. Jen is in. Perfect. Getting ready to try it now. First time for that recipe. That is awesome. You do almond milk as well. So do I. I do unsweetened vanilla. Sometimes just the regular unsweetened, sometimes the unsweetened vanilla. as well. Sitting outside, birds are singing. It's a stunningly beautiful day. After the show, we're going to eat the dinner, and then we're going out for a great walk along the coast. It's really beautiful. It's getting darker earlier. It gets dark now in the 6 o'clock hour here. Bear, not be right. Pot pies are great in the fall and winter. I love pot pies. Again, more comfort food. I love soups too. I'm like my father, soup all year long. Some people only have soup in the winter and the fall or early spring, but my sister's the same way. And then it's interesting, like my mother will have soup or sandwich, or maybe half a sandwich. I like to have soup and sandwich. I have no problem, devouring all of the above. Pot pies are great. You're right, Janet. Pacific Coast salmon. Love salmon. It's really good for you too. Omega-3s. The bottom of the ices were great, right? Did you do that too? Did you take those Marina Italian ices? Merinos. And try to put your spoon. It didn't really work with a plastic one because the plastic would bust. So you have to get like a metal spoon and try to get around the edges of the inside of the Italian ice and try to maneuver it, finagle it, lift it up without having it fly and flip it over. And the bottom of we used to do it with the pot pies too. Flip it over, and that was really cool because it was like icy and it was extra sweet, like syrupy in a way. Everything settled to the bottom. That's why I remember all those candies too. We're all getting hungry just talking about all this food, right? Italian ice flip over for syrup flavors. That's right. The syrup would go to the bottom. Cheeto's Italian ice truck comes here, famous from, that's in Connecticut, right? Middletown. I remember all that too. Yeah, some people like the fluff, some don't. We always did. I did. I think I liked it more than my sister. Yes, you're safe at home. So delicious. Love empanadas. I love, one of the things with that show is I love Asian food, Mexican food, Irish food, Italian food, Greek, Polish, Indian, Thai, Vietnamese. I've tried so many different kinds of foods. And there's a little of each that I like. I'm somebody that if you take me to a restaurant or we go and hang out with friends and family and we say, where are we going to go? I'm pretty good as far as just going with the flow. I'll always find something that I will find, I will always find something. Makes me laugh when I hear people refer to milk as cow juice. I've never heard that. Really? Some people call it cow juice. You're watching on YouTube, Jim Masters TV. Cow juice. That's milk. I love soup, split pea and ham, chicken noodle and tomato. And baby bell cheeses. That sounds delicious. Taco pie is okay. Different recipe. Everyone prefers better. Everybody's saying hello. Let's take a look at some photos we have here. Now, I don't have the descriptions. I ran upstairs. I'm looking to see, or do I have them? Yes, I do. Now I have to go off screen to get the descriptions because we went through the trouble, the crew and I this morning, to put the descriptions together to try to follow the flow of all the photos. So I'm going to go right over here. You guys play amongst yourselves, and I'm going to grab the descriptions, and you could just look at the set. All right. A lot of work here. A lot of work for our foodie festival. Look at all these pages. These are just pages to match the photos you guys have sent in. All typed and, well, not typed, but word processed. Not even that. Computer. Here we go. There's recipes, and there's all kinds of photos from our lovedies here on the Jim Masters Show Live. And let's see. Before I do that, let me just take another scoop of the mashed potatoes. You guys don't mind, right? Where's my fork? And then, because I know I'm going to get hungry looking at your photos. Thanks for sending them in, guys. Even cold, this meatloaf tastes really, really good. Some people don't like to mix things, but I don't mind. I don't mind taking a piece of the meatloaf and the mashed potato and putting it together. Wow, even cold, that meatloaf is delicious. So is the mashed potatoes. Hate talking with the food in my mouth, but Doing double duty here. So, oh yeah. Let's get these. Look at all this. There's a lot of work this morning. We were up really early, like 6 a.m. Eastern. All right. Let's make sure we have these in order. So, this is all the material with all the specifics for the photos you guys have sent in for today's Foodie Festival host chat episode of the Jim Master Show Live. Something a little different today. Again, this is a talk show, so we do so many different things on this show. It's not always the same thing, and that's what I love. That's pretty much how my career has been. We've done a lot of different things. All right, so let's see if we have it in order here. Meatloaf sandwiches are good, aren't they? Is the flea market in the Poconos there? Flea markets are cool. I look for, I'm a music collector, and sometimes I found some gems at flea markets. There's a huge one in Daytona Beach, Florida that we've been to. The Daytona Beach, Florida flea market. Some people don't go to flea markets, but hey, I'll go to those. I'll go to tag sales, whatever. Do whatever makes you happy in life. Don't do what everybody tells you to do. Do what makes you happy. If you sit there and just worry about what everybody tells you, oh, well, I don't do that. Well, I wouldn't go to that. Well, that's not my taste. Good for them. Do what makes you happy, because you're here living right now. You know what I mean? Do what makes you happy. And then share that happiness with the rest of the world. That's what you got to do. Jim, did you ever try crushed graham crackers on bottom, vanilla pudding in middle, chocolate pudding on top, and chill it? Yes, I have. We haven't made it, but relatives have. It's amazing. Really good. And again, we're going to start with our photos. All this work we've done here. I feel like I'm eating salad now. Do you? You feel like that? All right, gang. You guys have sent in some really cool stuff. And let's see what we've got here. So, this comes from Christine Clifton. Are you there, Christine, in North Carolina? She says, here's just a few photos of food. One is my father cooking Christmas dinner a few years ago. Cookbook cover picture. They had a fantastic dream kitchen and a few of the foods. And that's really cool. So here are some of the photos of her father's recipes from his cookbook, Meatloaf. That's in one of them. Meatloaf's in one of them. If you want to use these for Sunday's show, you're welcome to, and we are going to right now. All right, so let's start with that picture there. That's the very first one, right? Let's see, we make sure we got that. We'll make sure we have that. Oh, this looks really, really good. So I think this is the first one, right? There he is making the food. That's Christine's dad. That looks great, huh? So your father cooking Christmas dinner. Really, really nice. I like that. Great shot. Thanks for sending that, Christine. No problem. We're still chatting. Love the Daytona Flea Market. That's a great one, isn't it? And the weather is awesome. Blue skies, cool air. It's nice. Autumn in the Northeast is beautiful. That sounds really cool in Orlando. All right, so Christine's fabulous father. Really, really nice. All right, let's see. I want to make sure that we have everything in order here, or at least to the best of our ability. And there's some more of his fabulous foods. Doesn't that look good? Looks like an Eggs Benedict. Doesn't that look delicious? And again, there he is cooking as well. There's the cookbook. Cooking with Bob recipes from the kitchen of Robert Vermeen. Really nice. And different recipes that she shared as well. Pork tenderloin. Can use boneless loins or lean chops. Veal and chicken marsala is in there. Schnitzels, veal, pork, and chicken. That sounds like a really delicious cookbook, Christine. hot apple cider, salad dressings, hors d'oeuvres, roasted pecans. These are just some of the things in her father's cookbook. Pineapple chicken, amaretto cheese. No, amaretto chicken, that is. Yeah, amaretto chicken with peaches. Chicken Kiev. That looks amazing as well. Another one here. Let's see. Crock pot. Yeah, you know when you do something in a crock pot and it's just in there for hours, the meat just falls apart. Food in a crock pot's delicious. Meatloaf. There's the meatloaf recipe as well that Christine was talking about. Marinated chicken breasts or tenders. That sounds delicious. Thanks for sending those in. And there's some more down the line too here as well. And Jen is Zen, Jennifer Barry. She made this dinner last night. Italian Priano cheese ravioli, simply Reggiano marinara sauce and garlic knots, Italian Elmo Pio sweet red wine, Italian wine. There it is on the screen with those garlic knots as well. And she's got that big bottle of wine on the right. And she's all decorated for fall. They're in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Really nice. That is from Jennifer Barry. Jen is Zen. From Renee in Iowa. Really delicious. I tell you, this show is cool, isn't it? We have entertainment, we have food, we have comedy, we have all kinds of stuff, and we have conversation. We're bringing back the lost art of conversation here on the Jim Masters Show Live, and we thank you from all around the world for joining us. Let's see a couple of comments. The Eggs Benedict, yum. Absolutely. Sounds good. Yeah, your meal looked really good there, your Italian meal. You always make pot roast in the crock pot with cranberry sauce and Lipton onion soup mix. That sounds delicious. Good stuff you guys are sharing here on our Sunday Foodie Festival and Host Chat. We're going to continue with our amazing photos and recipes and all. And again, gang, thanks for taking time to send them in to our show here. Now, we have from, oh boy, this looks good. This is Instant Pot Cheesecake. And that's from dadcooksdinner.com. This is from Renee in Iowa. Does that not look amazing? Instant Pot Cheesecake. Like on the bottom is, of course, like a New York style cheesecake. Does that not look delicious? Why don't you just pause on that? That is from Renee in Iowa. That looks absolutely amazing. And also she sent in Instant Pot Meatloaf and mashed potatoes from pressureluckcooking.com. That's where you can get the recipe. The Instant Pot Cheesecake you can get from dadcooksdinner.com, the recipe, and then the Instant Pot Meatloaf and mashed potatoes, pressureluckcooking.com. These are from Renee in Iowa. We thank Renee for sending this in as well. And this looks delicious as well. Now this is a chicken meatball soup. Wow, that sounds good. Her mother-in-law's Dutch soup. It's chicken broth with water, carrots, celery, chicken bouillon, and the meatballs are a pound of hamburger breadcrumbs, ground nutmeg, salt, and pepper, broken up angel hair pasta or spaghetti for the noodles, cooked in an Instant Pot for about 15 minutes, and you get an amazing looking soup that looks like that. Wow, and look at this. This is from Anne. Can't wait to get that cookbook too, Anne. Thank you in advance for that. Anne Wozniak sent in this photo. Chocolate-covered popcorn. Wow. Chocolate-covered popcorn. Here's how you make it, according to Anne, our lovety, one of our faithful viewers here on the Jim Masters Show Live. She says you start with 1 bag of microwave popcorn, popped according to directions, 1 pound package of Candy Quick, melted in the microwave according to package directions. She uses dark chocolate, which is actually technically, they say, better for you. You line a cookie sheet with wax paper. You spread a thin layer of chocolate evenly over the wax paper. You spread popcorn over the chocolate. Spread remaining chocolate over the popcorn, or you may drizzle it if desired. Refrigerate for about 30 minutes to harden. When hardened, break into pieces and enjoy. Makes about 4 loosely packaged quart baggies. That is Anne's famous chocolate-covered popcorn. Wow, love it. Thank you very much, Anne. That looks delicious. We're going to have to try that. We're going to try all of these. And a lot of you guys are probably writing these down, or this is the kind of episode you might want to watch again so you don't miss anything. Not only the chat that we're doing, the host chat, but also these recipes, these foods we're talking about, and so much more. Now, this is more from Renee Oscom in Iowa, faithful viewer. This is the ham ball recipe. She actually sent this to me months ago because she talked about it, and I said, that looks so good. I love Swedish meatballs too. My mother's mother, Swedish, and my mother's grandmother, Swedish. I love Swedish meatballs. This is ham balls. Here's how this is made. 3 pounds of ham loaf, or 1.5 pounds each of ground beef and ground ham, 2 eggs, 2 cups crushed graham crackers. Wow, graham crackers. That's right. I remember from when you told me. 1 cup of milk. So you got that, folks? 3 pounds ham loaf, or 1.5 pounds each of ground beef and ground ham, 2 eggs, 2 cups crushed graham crackers. That adds a little bit of sweetness. 1 cup milk. Mix together and form it into balls. Sauce is 1 can tomato soup, ½ cup vinegar, 1.5 cups brown sugar, 1 teaspoon dry mustard. She doubles the sauce recipe since she puts some sauce on to bake, and then more. She puts more on the last 15 minutes of the baking process. Then she pours the sauce over the ham balls, and she bakes that at 350 degrees for 1 hour. Doesn't that look? Don't you want to just take your fork and just poke one of those and take it out and just devour it? Really delicious. Now that's called, now it looks like a casserole or a stew or something in the big pot, right? That is from Renee, and that is lazy lasagna in that instant pot that she loves to use. You can get that recipe at 12tomatoes.com, she said. The recipe is there and available. That looks delicious. Now, here's something else. We've got, Thanksgiving is approaching before you know it. Recipe for Thanksgiving dressing, stuffing. This is her mother's recipe, and there it is on the screen as far as the stuffing itself. This will serve, what you're looking at right there, about 10 people. She does a ½ cup butter, 1 cup chopped celery, ½ cup chopped onion, or 1 tablespoon dried onion, ½ tablespoon dried parsley, 1 tablespoon salt, ½ tablespoon poultry seasoning, ½ tablespoon ground sage, 1 tablespoon pepper, 10 to 12 cups dried bread cubes, 1 egg beaten, 2 cups chicken broth, sauteed onions and celery in the butter. You saute that until the butter is transparent. Well, actually, everything becomes transparent as you're sauteing it. Mix the bread cubes, that is, not crumbs, bread cubes, and seasonings. Add the egg, then the onion, and then the celery mixture. Mix well, then add enough broth to moisten well. Bake at 350 degrees for 1 hour. Really good. Does that not sound amazing? Ooh. Also, there's another recipe. We don't have it featured here, but it's her recipe for beef and noodles made with ground beef. We got it here. We prepared it here for you. Thanks, Renee, for sending it in. Everybody's sending in all these food photos. And matter of fact, before I do this, let's check some of the comments coming in here. Wow, a lot of comments. People watching on YouTube, watching on Facebook, watching on Periscope and Twitch right now. You tried to cook a corned beef in the crock pot, and it took 12 hours on high. When you finally finished, you ate the whole thing. You know why I'm laughing, Francis? Because it's funny. It's cute in a way, the way you wrote it. If it took 12 hours, and you must have been starving. I'd be right there with you. I could see eating the whole thing because you're like, this thing took me 12 hours and I had it on high. I'm going to have this whole darn thing right now. What's the secret with cooking them in there? All right, here's a question from Francis. Francis tried to cook a corned beef in a crock pot, and it took her 12 hours on high. Now, my thought would be maybe you got to get a new crock pot. Maybe that one isn't working and it's old. Maybe it's worn out. Who knows? But there might be another reason. So her question to all of you foodies out there and lovelies, you fellow foodies like me, what is the secret with cooking a corned beef in a crock pot so it doesn't take her 12 hours to do it on high? Have any of you ever cooked corned beef in a crock pot? 12 hours seems a long time. Was it frozen? Did you defrost it first? Don't know what that would be. You make the pot roast in a crock pot with cranberry sauce and Lipton onion soup mix. I love pot roast. More than roast beef, I like pot roast. Just because it's, I don't know. Roast beef sometimes, depending on how it's cooked, could be a little chewy. Pot roast just crumbles. Christine says, thanks for sharing photos of my father's cooking recipes and his foods. Passed away last year, August 4th. So we're right around that year point. This means a lot. He taught me how to cook, and besides being a musician, he was a gourmet chef. You had mentioned, I think, about that before, and my pleasure. Hey, that's what we're all about here. This is, an entertainment lifestyle talk show series, and it's all about people and relationships and conversation and entertainment and celebrating life, and that's what we're doing. So thank you, Christine, for sending those in. We appreciate that. Cheesecakes are so easy to do in the Instant Pot. We don't have an Instant Pot here. We got to get one of those. That sounds really good. Crock pots are made to cook food slowly. Try using a pressure cooker or even in the oven. My recommend is to cook it slowly. So I think there's your answer, Francis, as far as the cooking of the corned beef. I cooked again. That picture, Italian meal today too, and having that dinner, sweet wine. Thanks for showing and sharing. That's that Italian meal you shared with us. All right, let's continue. We've got more. We've got more from our viewers. This was fun. Did you enjoy this, where you had an opportunity to send things in and we're showing them here? Today we're going to stick with foods. I'll do another show. Some people have sent pictures of their gardens, and we were out and about too, and I'm going to show you some photos too. Not today, because we're going to run out of time. But let's get into this. We don't have a photo for this, but Renee sent this recipe. She goes, here's my recipe for beef and noodles made with ground beef. I don't have a picture of it, but it's in my go-to when I need to make a meal to take to people when they've had a death in the family or just got home from the hospital, and many have asked for the recipe. So it's beef and noodles. And again, you can watch this episode again on YouTube at Jim Masters TV if you want to jot down any of these great recipes that our viewers have sent in. Beef and noodles, 1 package of dry egg noodles, 2 cans or 1 big container of beef broth, 1 can of beef consomme soup, 1 pound of ground beef browned, salt, pepper, seasoning, and salt, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon beef flavored better than bouillon. Optional. You can omit that. Just gives it a little more flavor. It's usually with the broths at the store. That's where you can find it. Half a stick of butter. 2 tablespoons of milk. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. 1 tablespoon of or less dried parsley. So you can do 1 tablespoon or less than that of the dried parsley. Brown the ground beef and drain. In a separate pan, bring the broth, beef consomme and water, probably to like a simmer, that you may need to use to fill the pan to cover the noodles. Bring it to a boil. Add the noodles and cook until done. Sounds really good. Add salt and pepper. I'm getting hungry just talking about this. Worcestershire sauce. So add salt and pepper, butter, Worcestershire sauce, better than bouillon, that is the name, and the browned ground beef. Mix the cornstarch in the milk until smooth. Add to the noodles and beef mixture. Cook on low until thickened some, and add the dried parsley. That sounds delicious. That is, again, the beef and noodles recipe from Renee in Iowa. Great comments coming in here. We have some more for you and photos. Willie sent some in, and we have more cool stuff. I make chicken and dumplings from scratch. It takes all day. Chicken and dumplings I love. Not everybody loves dumplings, but I do. It takes all day for the chicken to cook and the broth. I can share the recipe if anyone is interested. Yes, all you have to do is, if you have things you want to share, photos, recipes, photos of anything, our email address for our show, you can send it right to the show. That is jimmasterstv@gmail.com. jimmasterstv@gmail.com is the email address to the show. That's where everybody sent all these recipes and all these photos to. So you can still do that, because I'd love to get that chicken and dumpling recipe. Maybe we'll share it down the line, or we'll make it and eat it here. Thanks, Pamela. Christine's going to try that chocolate-covered popcorn that Anne sent in. That sounds really cool. Ooh, that sounds good. Food question from Jennifer. Why do they call them hamburgers when they are not ham, not made of ham? Good question. You know, that's the type of thing that I would think of. Why do they call that when that's not there's no ham in it? Unless people do make it with ham, maybe. You probably could take the chopped ham and make it into a burger. I mean, Renee does the ham balls. They're in Iowa. Good question. Why do they call them hamburgers? Anybody know that answer? Very cool question. Very good, Jen is in. Need to start using the Instant Pot. You as well. Linda in Florida says at my sister's Christmas parties, I would make 84 meatballs in homemade sauce, thinking I would have leftovers. Nope. LOL, they ate them all, of course. Yeah. Meatballs, yeah. 84 of them. And you thought you made the extra thinking you were going to have some leftovers. And no. No leftovers there. Absolutely. Kathleen Walker in New York City says, everything looks great. Yes, I tell you. These photos that I showed you earlier, I'm going to show you some more photos in just a second as well. I really loved when I got a chance on the TV shoot for that lifestyle travel TV series that I host. One of the hats I wear in my career, making those pierogies was so much fun. You guys ever make Polish pierogies? These ladies were... the name of the restaurant, I think Christine Fairwood asked, or was it Crystal Nolan? I think it was Christine asked where this restaurant was. This restaurant is called Polish Plate, and they are in Connecticut. Very nice ladies. We had a great time. And again, I'm always surrounded by all this food with the TV show. So as we're celebrating food here on our Foodie Festival and Host Chat episode of the Jim Master Show Live, because I know you guys love food, as do I. But then, of course, I cycle and swim. Otherwise, if I did a show like this, sometimes we've gone to like 5 places in a week. Look at the size of those chocolate chip cookies. And then we're trying pizza on the TV show. We're trying hot dogs on the TV show, and toasting, and trying the cheesecake and all these goodies. And so I host this show. Then I host a television news magazine show with Doug Llewellyn, who hosts the People's Court. And of course, my work on public television. And then I do a lot of, I have my own media company as well. So I do a lot of freelance work. I do narration and voiceovers and hosting corporate videos and infomercials and industrials and a lot of other work as well. And this is, again, Rebecca's restaurant in Greenwich, Connecticut. Delicious, delicious. That was, again, a TV shoot as well. But let's continue with the photos that you guys have sent in. Let's see where, oh yeah. This is a taco potato casserole that Renee also sent in. This is what they had for supper on Friday. A beefy potato taco casserole. Looks really, really, really delicious. We tried to open up the, Renee, we tried to open up the recipe, but for some reason it wouldn't open up as a Word document. So if you want to email it to me again at jimmasterstv@gmail.com and maybe just type out what it is, I'll share it on a later show. That looks really good. Beefy potato. I mean, I've had, you know, tacos done in different ways, but I've never had a beefy potato taco casserole. That sounds really good. Look at all that cheese on top. Yes, Renee loves to cook. They're in Iowa. Now, Willie in the Netherlands has sent us some fabulous photos. She was one of the first people not only to send us photos, but to say that she wants to go on the Jim Masters Show Lovity Cruise with all the Lovities. She sent some cool photos as well. That beefy potato taco casserole looks really, really delicious, my friend Renee in Iowa. Some more comments coming in. Oh, my dear friend Tim Janis watching on YouTube. Hey, Tim, how are you? Watching, I don't know if you're in Maine or if you're in New Mexico right now. Both beautiful places to be. It is gorgeous here right now, and we're having a beautiful time along the southern New England coast. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope we get together soon. Probably making you hungry with all this food on our Foodie Festival host chat episode, Tim. I don't doubt it. Jennifer says, wow, great food, everyone. Jen is zen. A couple more comments, and then we'll continue with this. All look so awesome. Jennifer Roberts is probably starving right now, probably grabbing crackers out of her cupboard as she's watching this. Jennifer Roberts, a brilliant singer and actress who was on our show as my guest a few nights ago. You can see that fantastic conversation and episode on Jim Masters TV at YouTube. Good to see you, Jennifer. I still love that conversation we had, and you were singing, and and you debuted a song on the show. It was really, really cool. Hope you're doing well this Sunday. I'm not surprised that corned beef wasn't dried out. It should have only taken half the time. 12 hours in that crock pot for Francis. That was a lot. I like the way she says it. Double exclamation mark. Janet, I'm not surprised that corned beef wasn't dried out. It should have only taken 6 hours instead of 12. But Francis, after 12 hours, was very hungry, so she ate the whole thing. I'm only sipping my Italian wine, sipping cold beer, shots of Jameson. Wow. Balancing eating my Italian lunch. We're always surrounded by great food there. Francis says, my mom always boiled it with water and beer in the water. That sounds interesting. Wow, Francis, that seems like it's so long. Yeah, 12 hours in the crock pot, right, Christine? I may have eaten it all too after waiting 12 hours. Anne, love the show today. Thank you, Anne. Always looking for new recipes and ideas. Thank you, and all the Lovities. I want to show you some more. Willie in the Netherlands sent us some fantastic delicious foods as well. Now, this is from Willie in the Netherlands. This is cucumber with egg salad. Doesn't that look delicious? Cucumbers, freshly sliced, placed around the plate with egg salad in the middle. Nice and fresh there in Amsterdam, Holland, the Netherlands. That's from Willie Jancy. We're happy to share these from Willie. Here's another one. This is chicken with mushroom, spaghetti, and Parmesan cheese. This coming in from Willie there in Europe, in Holland. Thank you for sending that photo as well, Willie. That looks delicious. Really, really nice. This one here, now that's an interesting combination. I've never had, that. And again, that's a little bit of a combination there of banana. So what that is, cucumber on the bottom with a slice of banana as a snack. Really nice, huh? Cucumber, healthy, really, really healthy. Cucumber with banana as a snack. When we were on our television shoot in the Netherlands, we ate very, very well. Amazing chocolates, great beers, of course. Heineken is very, very big there, of course, coming from there. But also the cheese is delicious. Now, Willie says this is a snack for like a birthday or another occasion. This is sort of like we would call that here in the United States. I guess that would be sort of like a cold cut platter type thing, but What you see in front of you there, this is from Willie in the Netherlands. We appreciate and thank her for sending these photos to us. On these trays here, ham with asparagus, salami with pickles, cheese with pineapple, cheese with tangerine, olives, chicken fillet rolls, pearl onions, tomatoes, cucumber, and frankfurters as well. You see the frankfurters there. So that's quite a combination of different things that people can choose from if you're having a party or a gathering. Pretty cool. And then also from Willie in Holland, these are stuffed eggs. Now here in the United States, we would probably call those deviled eggs. But there they say stuffed eggs. Boil the eggs, peel them, cut them in half, remove the egg yolk, mix with pepper, salt, tomato sauce. Interesting with the tomato sauce, and spray back into the eggs. And they create that sort of whipped look. I love deviled eggs, or, well, that's what we call them here, but stuffed eggs, they are really, really nice. And then I believe that the next one from Willie is a Spitz cake of sugar, flour, and butter. It took us hours this morning to make sure all of the information that we had, because we had all these emails from everybody, matched the pictures in the right order here that we uploaded to our system. So that's the Spitz cake of sugar, flour, butter. That looks really good. Wow. Don't you want to reach in and grab one of these? And then also from Willie, got comments coming in here. And then we'll show a couple more. Let's see. Wow. Love these comments. Wow, Renee can cook, unlike you, Christine. That's why Christine Fairwood, that's why you always ask where the restaurant locations are so you can go to the restaurants. As a Pampered Chef's taco pie recipe, I will stick with Pampered Chef's taco ring. Delicious. I do not think I will be making the taco pie again. If memory serves me correctly, hamburger is a German name for ground meat. That makes total sense. That's right. That's where hamburger comes from. My meatloaf, meat, 1 or 2 eggs, ketchup, dried onions, soup mix, half or whole packet, mix form into loaf, put ketchup on top, cook yum, Jen is zen. Nice. Francis, Linda, you have to put some aside before you leave the house. In other words, hide them. Yes, that's where a Polish plate is. They're in Connecticut, in the New Britain area there. We did a TV shoot there. That's where I made the pierogies. That's the second restaurant where I made the pierogies. Love today's show. Great to see all the different recipes that everyone has made. Thank you, Janet. We'll do more of this kind of stuff. I like to do these shows where, we don't have a guest and it's just us, because this is what I do. I'm a host, so I love hosting. Love hosting parties, love hosting all of you, fabulous, faithful viewers. Linda Odell, that makes sense. Jim, on all your TV shoots, did you ever try anything you didn't like? Good question. I'll have to think. Jim Buddy, this is such a great idea. So much fun. Jen is Zen. Couple more, and then we're going to continue with what we've got here. Willie, that looks good and fresh. Yum. Like that recipe, Willie, for lunch, both of yours. Never had banana cucumbers. Different. I never had it either. That looks really delicious. All the food looks delicious as well. Anne says, we'll call them grazing boards. Very popular. Francis says, deviled eggs. I never had with ketchup. She doesn't have it with ketchup. I think Willie does it with tomato sauce. A little bit different than the ketchup. She boils the eggs, peels them, cuts them in half, removes the egg yolk, mixes with pepper, salt, tomato sauce, and then sprays it back into the eggs. Willie's food trays remind me of our huge Italian picnics. Awesome. Thank you, Janet. This is awesome, Jim. Thanks again. My pleasure. We've got some more here. So that's this. What you're looking at right now is the Spitz cake of sugar, flour, butter. The Spitz cake with sugar, flour, and butter from Willie. And look at this one from Willie in Holland. Apple pie. Now that's a good looking apple pie, isn't it? That's a really good looking apple pie. Oh, just like right out of the oven, warm. A little vanilla ice cream on the side. That's what I would have probably. Really, really nice. So that's apple pie, and that's from Willie in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Looking good. Thanks for these beautiful photos here. And then also she sent along a lasagna, done a little different. Her lasagna is the shawarma meat with the cheese sauce, hollandaise mix, and vegetables. That's in Willie's lasagna right there. The shawarma meat. If you're looking for that or the spelling of it, that's Shoarma, meat. Cheese sauce, she uses a cheese sauce, hollandaise mix, and vegetables. Hollandaise mix from the vegetables. That's in Willie's lasagna. Looking pretty good there, huh? Absolutely. And this here comes from Christine Fairwood, and she is in Connecticut. This is lobster, fresh New England lobster. You pick out the meat from freshly steamed lobsters, toss with hot melted butter in a bowl, serve in a lightly toasted New England hot dog roll. Yes, lobster rolls with plenty of fresh lemon wedges on the side. Yes, those New England lobster rolls. Oh, and the New England clam chowder. And there's a great restaurant called Dockside that I've been to. We did a TV shoot there. They make an incredible pot pie. They also make incredible clam chowder, the New England kind. You know, there's several different kinds of clam chowder. There's the New England, which is the creamy kind. Then there's also the Manhattan, which is the red kind. And then there's the clear broth. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the clear broth. That's the Rhode Island clam chowder, and that's a clear broth. All are very, very good. Although I do like creamy things, so I tend to go more towards the New England. My father likes the Manhattan. Makes sense, you know, he growing up in New York City. So that is that's the first start. Those are fresh lobsters there before they get ready to make that those New England lobster rolls. That's from Christine Fairwood. Thank you for that photo, Christine. I showed you my mother's lasagna, which is absolutely incredible. Those plates go back. Those plates are family heirlooms. Those plates my mother's mother gave my mother and father when they were first married. And they've been passed down to us. And really, really nice. And the lasagna on that plate, delicious as well. And this is the this is that hamburger stew that's really, really good, called pepper steak. But there's no steak or peppers in it. It's ground beef. That's just the way it's called. In a bowl, couple of bowls. I usually have like 2 to 3 bowls of that. That's made really, really deliciously as well. Now, Christine also sent along recipe. I think there's some other recipes here. If I can find these, I can scroll down real quick here. There we go. So I'll move over to the side. Oh, anybody in the mood? We still have a few of these cornbread biscottis here on our food festival show. Anybody want some of the cornbread biscottis? Dig in. There's a couple left. Oh, yeah. We're going to be eating well when we wrap up the show. Still got the meatloaf, mashed potatoes, corn on the cob. Good stuff. And the cauliflower au gratin. Yes. I'm going to have to reheat all this. And we're going to have to check out soon so we can get to the coast over here before the sun goes down. Christine Clifton sent this recipe for chocolate sauce and another one for butterscotch sauce. They made the rest. These are from her father's recipe book. And what she says is, Jim, here is the butterscotch. I love butterscotch. Yeah. We love putting butterscotch on vanilla ice cream. Actually, you know, I love ice cream, but I try to be good with it. You know, if we go to an ice cream shop, I'll tend to get more of like the frozen yogurt, the yogurt ice cream, soft. Or I tend to go more, as opposed to the hard ice cream, I like the soft serve. But I tend to go more with the yogurt ice cream, just because it's better for you, you know, cholesterol and all that. Not that we don't have the real thing. So the butterscotch sauce recipe you see there, along with a few other recipes, made a recipe book of her father's, last August after he transitioned. And it's for family and good friends. Good stuff in there. He was known for his ginger cookies as well at holiday times, making 1,000 ginger cookies each holiday season, as well as orange Julius. Amazing. He would make it for all the friends the morning after for sleepovers. She goes, I know you're extremely busy, Jim, but here are some cool recipes for when time permits. Thanks, Christine. My pleasure, my pleasure. And it all looks... So there's the recipe for the butterscotch sauce from Christine Clifton in North Carolina, and chocolate sauce on top. Here's another one. This is the recipe for, well, actually, she circled the ginger cookies recipe. That looks great. You see it there. We'll pause on that just a second. There's the orange Julius that she's talking about, and also chocolate mousse. Oh, that looks good. Well, I don't see the chocolate mousse. I'm just visioning it, but I see the ingredients, and it's looking mighty fine. Chocolate mousse. So you got that in there. You got the chocolate mousse. You get the orange Julius. You got the ginger cookies, and then skillet cookies as well. Unbaked skillet cookies. You got quite a few recipes in there. Everybody is like scribbling down real quick. Well, you can always watch this episode again and just pause your remote on any of these fabulous recipes and these photos. Like this one, I was trying fabulous Mexican food on our television shoot for the TV show. And that's the chef and owner of the Mexican restaurant. Really, really good. So we got that. And now I think this one is, she sent a couple more. This one is the Orange Julius, yes. Hot apple cider and hot apple cider 2. And then you have apple crisp. Looking good, folks. Apple crisp as well. So all of this work, where are we here? All these came in from everybody. Thanks, Christine, for these great recipes. Pages and pages that we compiled to make sure we got it all down right and down pat. Thanks for all these recipes and all these photos and so much more. And again, if you just joined us late, here's what we prepared that we're going to reheat, of course. Our homemade mashed potatoes, our meatloaf. We just put a little extra ketchup on it because it's going to be reheated and the ketchup is just going to meld right in. A little Parmesan and Romano cheese, pepper and salt, breadcrumbs, the eggs, a little teriyaki sauce. Sometimes we put honey in it as well. Honey in the meatloaf is really, really delicious. We did teriyaki sauce instead of the honey this time. Fresh made mashed potatoes and fresh corn on the cob from a local farm stand here along the coast. So this we made actually this morning just for this show with the, again, if you're joining us late, this delicious cauliflower au gratin, which is very, very good. Even cold, that tastes good. The cornbread biscotti. Does that not look good? We made these last night, actually, for the show, just for this Foodie Festival episode of our show. Just reach in there, gang. Forget about my face. Reach in and grab one of your cornbread biscottis. Oh, boy. And, of course, the coffee. And in this birthday gift, this early birthday gift from Kathleen Walker in New York City. Love there you see the logo. The New York Mets baseball team. This is one of their official, it's a beautiful gift. It's a very fine piece of china here, or stemware. This wine glass, this official New York Mets wine glass. And you went over and beyond. This is a very surprise gift. So the post office called, said there was a package waiting. We went to get it yesterday, and I asked Kathleen, should I open it? And she said, yes, you should open it. She said, I opened it on the air, and I opened it this morning when all this cooking was happening. And we thank you, Kathleen. We'll be using this on the show now. I'm going to retire that martini glass. Unless that glass is appropriate for whatever the drink is, but we're going to use this. But you notice on our show, the glasses are getting bigger and bigger. Some wonderful lemonade iced tea in here. The show makes you thirsty too with all the talking. Sometimes when I have a guest on and the guest is talking full screen, I'm not on the screen, they're just on the screen, I'll take a glass of whatever I've got and just swig it. All right, so we've got comments coming in here, which we love. And let's see. I'm going to make sure we catch up where we are. This is awesome. Thanks again. My pleasure. Fun show. Scrumptious. Wait. What did I do with that wine bottle cap? Oh, there it is. Yummy. All your foods look yummy too, Renee. That's a real Dutch apple pie. Yes, from Willie. And delicious. Pamela Perkle. Jennifer. Wow, love apple pie, vanilla ice cream. Yeah, that was the real Dutch apple pie that Willie sent. Yes, you need vanilla ice cream with Willie's apple pie. You sure do. Labor Day party last year. No parties this year. And yeah, nothing. Halloween, nothing really this year. Going to be interesting, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Love lobster and Alaskan snow crab legs with garlic herb butter. Oh, so good. Linda Odell in Florida. Love New England clam chowder over Manhattan clam chowder. That's Janet. Francis, creamy foods work for me. I love creamy. Yeah, I love creamy soups too, like turkey soup, creamy turkey soup, creamy potato soup, butternut squash soup, all those creamy ones. You like the Manhattan? Oh, the plates, yes, the plates that my grandmother, your mom, gave you, that you gave us, are from Germany. The fine china from Germany, those plates. They're really beautiful. I know, I remember you using those for holidays. And we have them here. And they're very, those plates are very, we're talking about this one that has the lasagna on it. Family heirloom, those plates. Those, and there's bowls, there's plates, there's the little salt and pepper shaker, there's dessert dishes that all come with those. So that's fine china from Germany that my mother's mother gave to my love beef stew as well in the fall, Janet. Yeah, I do too. That is, so you're saying, yeah, from Germany, yes. That, really, yeah. And those are very, very light. And there's like a little bit of a gold trim around the edge. You can't put those in the microwave oven or the dishwasher. They're real china, very light. You're afraid you're going to bust them. So we have them here at the house put away in a very special area where they don't get banged into, and they're not with the other dishes, the everyday dishes, just because, those are a family heirloom that go back a long time from Germany. Very, very nice. The lasagna on that is delicious too, Mom's lasagna. I love dream and eat Alaskan King. You always say that. Melted butter, salt. You are funny, Jennifer. And more comments coming in. We want to see these fabulous comments coming in here. I'm very hungry. I don't know about you guys. I'm sure some of you have been eating during this show. Your mom's lasagna looks delicious, Mr. Loverty. Absolutely. The recipe, we'll get that for you. Beautiful plates, Mrs. Masters, Jim's mom. Love chocolate mousse. Me too. King crab legs for me, Jen also. Not a favorite of lobster. Salmon, flounder, shrimp. Lemon fillet of sole. Very limited in the seafood for you. Italian seriousness. Your cornbread biscottis look delicious. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jim, for that much work. My pleasure. You know, the banana with the cucumber looks really good. And the deviled eggs or stuffed eggs look delicious. And that Dutch apple pie, Willie, looks amazing. Everything, all of those goodies there. And that's a great meal, Jim. Absolutely. Seriously, Mr. Loverty, we need to do a Loverty cookbook. I like that idea. Fortnite Gaming. Hello, Gym Masters. Good to see you as well watching on YouTube. On our special episode, our early episode, we're not doing an episode tonight at 7. We are doing an episode that started at 1 o'clock. I can't believe it's 20 after 3. I was going to do this for an hour, and it's 20 after 3. Well, a lot of folks sent in photos, and we had food here, and good conversation. Even though I don't hear you guys, I just see your comments, I feel like I hear your voices. As crazy as that may sound, I feel like I get your vibe, and I hear you guys. I'm hearing voices. You know what I mean. Good to see you, Fortnite Gaming. I'm trying to grab the biscotti. I can't quite put my fingers on it. And try to get. Sometimes we don't see all the comments because they scroll up so fast. And I know you may say, "Oh, you missed my comment," or "You didn't show my comment." We don't always see them all. And sometimes they don't even appear until after the shows have aired. I think we see most of them. Hearts from Kathleen again. Thanks for that wine glass. Really fantastic. Have to have a very fresh lobster, but usually get them from a friend who has lots of traps on the Long Island Sound. And you're licking your phone because you're so hungry? Oh my God. You got all that food and whiskey and beer and wine there. Thank you very much, Willie. Beautiful tulips. Thanks everyone for sharing. That was nice. Had to leave for work soon, Jim, but really enjoyed your show today. Really thinking about doing this. Yeah, we are. We're thinking about doing a cookbook and a cruise. We can't cruise yet, but you need months in advance to promote it. So if you guys still like the idea of a Gym Master Show Lovity Cruise, a lot of you have expressed wanting to do that. We would all get together. Maybe out of New York or wherever, and that would be cool. Do that maybe in the fall of 2021. It's been great to see the viewers' food photos all looking good. Also nice seeing some of Jim's photos from the food shows and the foods just prepared for the show today. Thank you, Christine. Loved sharing the elements of your dad's cookbook. We're having a nice summer picnic now with Jim and Lovities. So much fun. Salute and slancha. Yes, I've been eating a little at a time, spreading it out. So you've been eating a little bit while watching our show, which is the way to do it. And I really love this wine glass from Kathleen for the birthday. Willie says, "Come eat by me." Dutch apple pie and all those goodies? Absolutely. Anne says she's going to make New England clam chowder. Some of you are going to start making foods that we're talking about today. I'm sure you're just going to go in and I'm going to be making New England seafood chowder now. Hungry now. Thank you for a wonderful afternoon. We're going to get ready to wrap up the show. It's 3:22 p.m. Eastern here. We'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll wrap up because we have to eat and then we're going to go along the coast before the sun sets. I made a white seafood lasagna once with crab and shrimp. That sounds really, really good. Really, really nice. And Jennifer says, Jim, fun idea. We should have a fall food drink festival. Yeah, maybe we'll do a show where we talk about libations, different cocktails, different drinks as well, with holidays coming up. Fall equinox in 2 days. I know you're counting. I love the fall too. I'm a sweater person. I love sweaters. And just some warmer, the fireplace going and cozy, cozy, especially like on a weekend, it's nice and cozy with your family and friends. Jim, thank you for all the hard work and fun. My pleasure. I knew we were going to have a fun foodie festival and host chat today. Juanita, 21:30 here now, but my tummy is rumbling. Where are you, Juanita? Where are you watching from? It's 21:30 there. So what country, where are you watching from? I'd love to know where you're watching. Great to catch a live show that is not in the early morning hours of your time. So where are you, Juanita? I'd love to know where you are. Usually our show is 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, but we did an early show and probably do more of these early shows too on like Sunday maybe. Yes, it's kind of crazy. The same sensation of you, Jim. It looks like we are in a Zoom meeting. We can see and talk to each other. Isn't that amazing? Not a lot of shows do comments and all this, but I like to. I was going to a retreat on the East Coast, but COVID delayed that till next year. Love Lobster, Irish 43. Irish 43, where are you located? Love to know where you're watching our show from. Good to see you're watching on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. I'm still interested in the Lovely Cruise for next summer, fall. Think of all the food in the midnight buffet and all the lovely hanging out time with activities and entertainment and conversation. I know. Imagine it'd be awesome. You found fall to be sad? Is it because summer is? I love fall because I like comfort foods and I get excited. Well, the birthdays. So there's a lot of family birthdays, mine as well, and the excitement of the holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holidays. But this year is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So, it could be sad. But hopefully when at least the time you watch this show, you get some smiles. Maybe it takes you away from the sadness of what's going on in the real world, That's what I hope this show does. We have a lot of fun together, that's for sure. A lot of fun together. You're watching in West Cape, South Africa. Beautiful, Juanita. Thank you for being with us here. We're here every day, usually at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And it's also 21:30 there, yes, for you. A lot earlier for you than normal. It's 25 after 3 p.m. Eastern here. Beautiful sunny day. Love to see Juanita in West Cape, South Africa. And you in the Netherlands, Willie. Jim, yes, I love the fall. Hoodie sweaters, mountain gear. The fall foliage here, too, is beautiful. Same for you. How this show is set up gives the feeling of all of us together. Cool and great sensation. Scream Queen Army in Chris in Northern Ireland. I'm currently eating some beef jerky and having some vodka and Coke. That's a cool combination. Some vodka and Coke, watching on YouTube, and some beef jerky. That's it. Cool stuff. And Irish 43 is in Northern Indiana. Nice. USA, Northern Indiana. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Well, gang, boy, have we had an amazing show, huh? Really, this was a lot of fun. From me being shown how to make pierogies at the Polish restaurant. There's a billion of those photos. I've been hosting that show for about 12 years. And all the TV news magazine show, Close Up Television and Radio, where we actually won that Telly Award. Is it back there? There it is. There's another one coming. We're excited. That was host producer. I got another one coming for writer editor. Really honored. That we do out of New York, and then those are daily radio shows and TV shoots and everything. And then my work with public television. It's been a long time, wonderful association with public television and PBS. And then all the freelance work that I do. And then we started this show. We mixed in this show. This is like a whole TV production unto itself, this show. Might be quieter, but a holiday, whatever it is what you make it if you're with the people or not in your place of living. I know, hopefully everybody's going to get together. We want to get together with family. We haven't seen some of our family in months. Dallas Cowboys. That's your team, right? Fun show. Thanks, Jim. Hope you're enjoying the rest of your day. Take care, everyone. You as well. And thanks again for this beautiful wine glass. Willie says, thanks, Jim. Great show. I've enjoyed. Thank you very much as well. In Northern Indiana, Irish 43. Love the show. Now I need to go make something to eat for an early dinner. I know. It's made all of us hungry, right? Thanks again. You're welcome. I've enjoyed your lovely show today. Hope we do this again. Thank you for a great show, Jim. Pamela, thank you as well. Watching in Kansas City. And quick reminder, we've got an amazing guest who's coming to us tomorrow. A lot of great music and more. A brilliant singer and songwriter and musician. This is Bastian Steven. He's going to be live with us tomorrow night, Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, live from the Netherlands. That's right. He is a Dutch singer and a musician and songwriter, very popular, and he's going to join us for a wonderful evening of entertainment tomorrow night and Tuesday night. Emmy-winning veteran television news anchor and host, author, and so much more. You've seen her on network television. You've heard her on the radio. She's phenomenal. She's also a veteran correspondent for Inside Edition. Rita Cosby is here on Tuesday of this week. And then Christopher Scott is going to be with us on Wednesday. He's amazing. We're going to post his promotion soon. And then Thursday, the Voices of Classic Soul, members of the Temptations, the Four Tops, the Platters, and the Drifters are going to be here on my birthday, Thursday. That is going to be a fun show. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. Of course, don't forget to smile. We usually show all this with the night show and put a smile on somebody else's face. Find your Zen place. Mine is the ocean. Mine really is also one with family and friends too. Loved ones is a real Zen place. But if you're doing alone time or anything, mine is the ocean. Jen's is the Jennifer Barry. Hers is the mountains. Make yours whatever it may be. Share the levity, which we like to do here on the Jim Masters Show live. And we celebrate all of you. And as always, we usually say on the evening show, we say relax, breathe, love one another, take care of one another. If this is the first time you've watched our show, thank you. We've been here just about 20 weeks. I'm your host, Jim Masters. We are live every single day, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. This was a special show that we did, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, Foodie Festival Host Chat, to get in contact and chat and catch up with all of our lovities, our faithful viewers. So, a lot of great comments coming in here. Thank you very much. We appreciate all that. What happens is so many comments come in, we have to scroll backwards because so many come in one after the other. And it's almost 8:30 where you are there in Northern Ireland, my friend Chris. The saloon bar is open. Yours has been open since Friday probably, right? Family, that's the best. I know, to be able to see them. Thanks for this great foodful show. I like that, foodful. Go Chicago Bears if you live in Chicago. Fortnite Gaming. Watching on YouTube. Scream Queen Army. Great show, Jim. Hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon and evening. You too, Chris. And if I'm in Northern Ireland, I'll come see you if I'm on a TV shoot or something. Smiles from Willie. No show tonight. We did the early show because we're going to go out along the coast. We're with family and friends later today. Got to eat all this food. We have a kitchen full of all this food: the meatloaf, the corn on the cob, and the mashed potatoes, and the cauliflower au gratin, and the what is that? Shortbread, cornbread biscotti. So no show tonight. So you can go amongst your journey or whatever you're doing today. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Looking forward to Thursday's show. Me as well. Thank you for a wonderful show. You are welcome. Overflowing with God's love today and releasing the overflow of friends and family. May the peace of God be with you today. Thank you very much, Margie Inman. We haven't heard you from a while. I hope you're doing well. They're in Washington State, right? You're in Washington State, Margie? Hope you're doing well. I know the fires on the West Coast from California all the way up to the Canadian border have been unbelievable. So prayers and Godspeed to everybody on the West Coast. And if there's something happening in your life personally, wherever you are around the world, and things aren't going well, maybe there's a loss or something, or there's an illness, we send you blessings and love and prayers as well. Because, life isn't perfect every day and things happen. In the Gulf Coast area, there's a hurricane, tropical storm heading towards Texas. Prayers for everybody there as well. Good to see you, Margie Inman, watching on the YouTube channel at Jim Masters TV. Ocean and friends and family. Christine says, all great shows ahead, just days away to the big birthday show. Thanks for the Foodie Festival show. My pleasure. Early to bed, everyone. You're welcome, Margie. Have a great time with your family and friends. Jim, see you tomorrow night. Jen is Zen. Yes, we will be here tomorrow night on the Jim Masters Show live. Did you guys enjoy this? Was this a lot of fun? Was this a hoot? It was our Foodie Festival and Host Chat episode. And we say again, hello to all the lovities all around the world. If you've missed anything in this episode, because this was a special episode, they're all special, but just go to YouTube if you want to watch this again. The hair's getting long. Look at that. It's kind of cool, actually. A lot of people, Stephen Colbert, if you watch a lot of the hosts, a lot of people haven't had haircuts yet. All the past episodes of the Jim Masters Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series are available on the YouTube channel, right there, Jim Masters TV. We'd love it if you subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. Feel free to share the episodes with your friends and family as well. Thanks to everybody for all the food photos, the recipes, the incredible comments, the levity and the lovity today on this cool episode of our fun show. Again, a lot of work putting these together, these episodes, but a heck of a lot of fun. So we're going to get ready to wrap. No show tonight because this was our show. 2.5 hours. Sue, my pleasure. Thank you. Great show. Tell everybody if you love the show and you want to see more, tell all your friends and family and colleagues about our really fun show, and we'll get more people around the world watching. We have a lot of people watching from all over the world, which is amazing. Lovely to you and everyone here. Thank you, Margie Inman. We appreciate that. Bye all. Been quietly watching your yummy show. And have you been munching while you've been watching as well? Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Renee. Again, thanks for all the wonderful recipes and photos. Hey, Jim, I forgot when I see you on the Jim Masters Show. Diane, yes. I'll have to take a look. You're coming up. You're glad you're watching on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. Love it. You're coming up soon. I got to take a look at the schedule. I don't have the calendar with me right now. I have a lot of food around me, but you're coming up and you're going to be on our show as well, Diane. Brilliant violinist and so much more. Diane is going to be a guest on our show coming up. We can't wait. We can't wait. We'll shoot you an email with the reminder of the date. Thank you for spending time with us today. Appreciate you. Thanks, Jen. Appreciate you as well. You're going to chill and watch DVDs now. That's really cool. Thank you very much, Renee. You know, last night, Scream Queen Army, I should just say Chris and Comber, Northern Ireland. We watched this really funky movie that came out in the 1970s called Trog. And it was the very last movie that actress Joan Crawford was in. It's a wacky movie about this half-man, half-ape thing called Trog. And Joan Crawford was in it. She starred in it. It was made in England. And it's we got it on our television last night. We rented it for like $3.99. Trog. Might be something you would like if you like some of those wacky 70s sort of science fiction-y type movies. The fact that it was starring Joan Crawford was amazing. And that was the final movie she was in. Thank you very much, Renee. You as well, Linda. So you try to put emojis on. Little emojis, sort of like what Jen does here, right? Like that. It might be, well, you have your emojis there. See the claps? When I try, it freezes up. Sending love to all of you, especially you, Jen, for putting this together. My pleasure. Chris in Northern Ireland says, take care, lovities. Fortnite Gaming says, go, Mom. Absolutely. That's Diane. Bye-bye, dear friends. Renee, Ann, Linda, Merlin, and the others. Everybody. All of us. Bye, Willie. All right. So, our goodbyes are always lengthy, but we are going to wrap up the show right now. Hey, Jen is Zen. You going to get ready to dance? Because our Jim Masters Singers and Orchestra are going to be performing our theme once again. Our closing theme, our opening theme. So, we have more photos that we're going to show you in another show. Some on-location photos, and some of you have sent photos of your gardens and families, and we're going to share more of those as well with you on future episodes. To everybody watching on YouTube at Jim Masters TV, Facebook, Periscope, and Twitch on YouTube at Jim Masters TV, we thank you very much for your time. Your host, Jim Masters, thanking you for your time this time. Till next time, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Jim, enjoy the food we cooked and the coast today with family, friends, and crew. Wow, an evening off from a show which won't happen often. I know we're booked with guests all the way, but even without guests, we're booked all the way to the second week of November, which is amazing. It's going to be interesting to see what we're going to do with some holiday shows, too, some holiday shows. The address for our show is jimmasterstv@gmail.com if you want to still send photos and cool ideas and fun things like that. Have an enjoyable day and evening. You as well, Christine. And thanks for, again, all the photos and recipes. Have fun by the coast. Thank you, Willie. Yes, Jim, you're going to dance to our Jim Masters Show theme music. Really, really cool. The Jim Masters Singers and Orchestra. You guys all queued up? They're all queued up. So we're going to hit that in just a second. Margie Inman in Washington State, USA says, have a wonderful day, Jim. Love you. You as well, Margie. You have a beautiful day there on the west coast of America. Take care. We hope Merlin gets well. She was a little under the weather. And we hope you enjoyed our Foodie Festival episode. This was at the Chamard Vineyards. We were tasting wines and we were doing food tasting and cooking with a chef there. This is in New England, USA. This is along the Connecticut coast, this particular location. And this was for that TV show. All right. And thanks, everybody. This was cool. We're going to wrap up. That's about it. We got all this great food here. And we toast all of you. You and you and you and you and you. The art of conversation is definitely not lost on this show. That's for sure. Love you guys. Take care. Spread the word. We won't be here tonight. This was a good effort today. But we will be here tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific with Bastian Steven. Great singer, songwriter, musician, live from the Netherlands. Right up Willie's alley. She's going to love that. It's going to be hard for Willie. Willie's going to want to stay up live for that one. I know she is, maybe in the beginning, and then she'll go to bed. But she's watching on YouTube as well. There, see? I know it. There we go. And there's all the foods, too. No good nights to end this show. Just see you all tomorrow evening. Thanks, Lovity. Toast right back at you, my friend. You got it. Thank you very much. That's right. You're going to love it tomorrow. Iced tea for you. That's what this is. This is lemonade iced tea. Really good. All right, gang. We're not going to say good night because it's afternoon here. So we're going to say have a good day or maybe good night for you that it's getting late. Wherever you are, just have a wonderful rest of your day. And we will see you tomorrow. All right? We'll gather for more levity here on the Jim Masters Show live. Nice to see so many people watching today on a time that we don't normally do the show. And it was awesome. All right. We are going to eat our food and we got to get out of here quick before the sun goes down. We don't have much time left. I know. What are you going to do at 7 p.m.? Annoy Ken. Juanita in South Africa, thank you very much. Good night to you because I know it's nighttime for you there in Cape Town, South Africa. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you'll watch regularly. I love that picture. Is that your daughter? If that's a picture of you and your daughter, it's a very, very cute shot. Very, very nice. Your profile on your Facebook there. And Willie, smooches for everybody. Right back at you, Willie. All right, gang. We'll see you tomorrow night. All right? Get ready, Jen. We are going to sing. I am now going for roasted, a meal. You're going to roast something. Hopefully it won't take 12 hours. Don't use the crock pot. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. And the Jim Masters Singer and Orchestra are all poised, ready to go. Here you go, Jen. You can dance your heart out to our theme music in your living room. Just more comments coming in. Your beautiful daughter, Juanita. Thank you very much. She is beautiful. We both are. Thank you very much for being with us today. And Francis is making chicken, roasted chicken. Sounds good. We're going to have that tomorrow night. All right, gang. One more time. As soon as I say that, here comes another one. Standing ready to dance. Hit it. All right, cue the theme music, the singers and the orchestra gang. We are ready to go. This is an epic episode, huh? You can watch it again if you missed any of the recipes or anything on Jim Masters TV at YouTube. It's all there for you. All right. Thanks once again, everybody. Love you all. I toast you all. Thanks for being with us on our series every day. We appreciate it and love you all. All right. Take care. This was a lot of fun, And we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye.